What? What were you saying? I was ignoring you.
Let's get the show started.
Distance nerding.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It's another Tuesday. You know what that means. You are now watching and listening and experiencing and just taking in the majesty that is Distance Nerding. Part of the Comic-Con radio family. My watch just told me I'm loud and stop being loud. Great. It is. She's Frey Girl.
He's young Phil.
And he's shitty.
And we're here to nerd together.
Nerd together.
There we go. We nailed
At
it.
some point in time.
139
Absolutely
times.
perfectly.
We've
Exactly.
done it so well for 139 times. It's so good. Okay.
I give us an A+.
Absolutely. I would give us an A+ as well. If I could give myself a rating.
B+.
You know what I don't give myself an A+ on is the angle of my camera. Yeah.
I thought you were like trying to be artistic or something.
Yeah, like do like a you know,
That's exactly what I was going for.
walking down. You know.
I appreciate that you guys saw it. Guys, we're here talking anything news, movies, music, food, wrestling, comics, anime, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it. Now, guys, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, and Discord, all at Distance Nerding. And of course, remember, everybody, you can email us at Frey's favorite place in the world, nerding at AOL.com.
It's the space between the A and the T. That's my happy place.
That's right.
The anticipation of this.
Yeah.
Guys, I see a couple people in the chat asking right now. Jamez is on sabbatical again this week, mostly because
He doesn't know what sabbatical means.
yeah, that's kind of what happened here.
Look,
No,
he just went to the Bahamas, said he was trying to get in touch with himself.
Yeah.
We're not sure.
We stopped asking.
For the most part, it was just a reason for him to use the distance nerding jet again. And of course, you know, whenever he's on the distance nerding jet, because we get Wi-Fi on the distance nerding jet, he's in the chat. So there he is.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hopping on the
that's the long and the short of it.
I'm Googling sabbatical.
Cool. That's exactly where he is. That makes so much sense. Jamez would be on a sabbatical. Well, guys, this week on deck, we've got the Geekend Update.
We got animated at Annie Medford this past weekend. Sorry, I was drinking.
Was it a beer?
No, it was water.
You are failing at life. All right, light, camera, reaction.
The God of Mischief is loving it.
I think we're all loving it. Starting rumors.
Is Kylo Ren back to being Reed Richards?
And this is why I said last week I'm ignoring all the Fantastic Four rumors,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
And of course, the download.
More princesses than you can shake a Lego set at.
That's too far away. Wait, no, wait, I got it. ASMR.
Hey!
Oh, that's
Oh.
another ASMR right there.
Along with licking my fingers.
Licking your finger. Lego bag scrunching.
Exactly. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Because James is actually explaining it in the chat. He's, not wanting us to go with the actual rumor that I made up.
Wow.
But he's explaining.
Man.
We've got a segment called Starting Rumors. Come on, James.
Yeah. Explaining that his another one of his kids is sick. So.
Mhm.
Oh.
So while
What do you
he's
thought?
explaining that, let's do some shout outs.
Yeah, get the shout outs going. Where's my shout out button? Okay, intern, hit the shout out button. I asked for like 5 minutes. Come on, man. Please. Just terrible at this. I don't know why I pay you, man. All right, go ahead. Continue.
We got a nerd appreciation shout out. Shout out to Poddex. In fact,
God, this guy's terrible. Come on, man.
this episode is powered by Poddex. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. Also good for close-up magic. If you are a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, level up with Poddex and check out poddex.com. You can use code NERDING10 for 10% off, which is very similar to the Distance Nerdington post on Facebook. I'm just saying it now because you guys always say it now. So.
I never realized it.
I did not either until I read it and I was like, hold on.
Did
Hold on a
anybody
second.
else notice that Nerding 10 is like Nerdington Post?
It's like it was planned that way.
I know, right? Oh, come on. All right. That's it.
Oh.
That's it. Steve the intern, you're fired. Just now he's on point. Okay. All right.
Hey. All right. You know,
God,
I threat his livelihood.
yeah, all of a sudden, he just knows how to use the soundboard. What happens when I hire somebody for the soundboard and just, doesn't pay attention at all, right?
Well, it probably doesn't help that you leave him in the closet.
God damn it. All right, guys. Well, if the show is brought to you by Poddex, then you might be wondering what brings young Phil and all of this crazy energy that he brings to the show. What brings him here, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you what it is. It's Dubby. Okay, the kid's on point now. All right.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus concentration reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. And, it just might be keto friendly for those of you people out there who are on the keto lifestyle. Dubby contains no Dubby contains Neurofactor, derived from coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. And it's pretty obvious I have not drank any Dubby yet. So, guys, find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Use the code NERDING10.
Hey.
10% off your order. How's that sound to you guys? Does it sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
It sounds pretty delicious.
It sounds fantastic.
So good. So I guess now, before we jump into the next, I know I need W. Before I jump into the next thing here, what kind am I drinking? That's the question.
Let's let Shadu.
Yeah, I
pick
don't know what
these
the options
flavors.
are. So,
All right, Shadu, I'm going to give you all of the wonderful flavors, okay?
All right.
So Dub Sludge, which is Tyler's favorite flavor, is a green apple and special sauce. There is Push and Punch, which is a fruit punch and lemon lime, my personal favorite flavor. Beach and Peach, which is a Mongol white peach cooler.
Nice.
There is Dragonade, which is a dragon fruit pink lemonade. There is the beautiful Galaxy Grenade, which is a guava, lime, and watermelon, and it tastes so much better than the description is. So
I know it does not sound good. Not-
It is so good. The way I describe that is Skittles having an orgasm in your mouth. It is
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Cali O Cream, which is a orange mango creamsicle flavor kind of thing.
That's the one I make him
Right.
do every time I choose.
And then her other favorite, the Big Energy Tears, which is blue raspberry.
Mm.
Of course, I'd like something that has like, tears in it.
You would, right? The tears of men.
Those big energy tears.
Men, tears of
The tears of the very gods themselves.
There you go. Actually,
that
I was
rain down upon this.
I-
wretched earth.
God. I'm just like
Well, I'm
I
a writer. I can't help it.
was gonna say I have to praise your acting right there. I was gonna go more the route of Tears of Incels, but sure, we'll go with that.
Oh, that's valid too.
Hey,
And then the passion.
you know what? That's fine. I'll take all those tears.
Oh, man. And then Passion Joy Tea, which is a passion fruit iced tea.
Mm. All right, so we're mixing two together, right?
Yes.
All right, let's do the passion fruit and dragon fruit.
Oh, it's one of my favorite concoctions there. All right.
I didn't even know.
No, because that was so early on when they first came out with their flavors. Dragonade, Sludge, and Galaxy Grenade were their three original flavors, right?
Nice.
And the first flavor they came out with after once everything came out was the Passion Joy Tea. And they tell you straight up on their website, like, oh yeah, combine these two flavors and you get a Passion Dragon Arnold Palmer.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
so
love a good Arnold Palmer.
Oh, so
All right. Well, Proxy wanted to say hi. She's
Yeah.
over here on the couch with me.
Oh.
and the look
Hi, Proxy.
on her face right now is genuine love. And as soon as you stop, it's like, don't stop, human. Don't stop petting me.
I think she thinks she's human because
Oh yeah.
she acts a lot.
They all do.
She acts very human. So
Oh yeah, Dub Nation, which Dub Nation is also a name for Warriors fans. So there we go.
Hmm.
wow, it's like you planned it.
I absolutely did. All right, hold on. Let me.
All right, so we see what you did there.
That's how young Phil looks at me.
The creepiest admiration. All right, let's do this. I haven't done this flavor in a while, so I'm actually kind of excited to drink this one.
Ooh.
Again, now the thing is, because they are the older flavors, they are a little bit milkier, like in look. It's because they don't have like artificial colors and everything like that. It's just
Right.
like everything.
You know, you just hey, if someone's tuning in right now, don't ask what he's drinking. I was gonna say,
And why it looks milky.
and why it looks milky.
It's not cow semen, I promise. We lost the family friendly model a long time ago. So, well, guys, it is now time to get into this, right? Because let's get into this. Everybody's favorite time of the show, right? Mainly because of this intro. Because it's now time for the Geek
I mean, it's just got to hurt his throat at some point. I
Yeah.
mean, he's got to be hurting his
Constant sore
vocal
throat.
cords.
Constant.
Yeah, it's like
No, it actually doesn't bother me at all.
It's got a strong throat.
It doesn't because
you have strong throat muscles.
yes,
It's got strong throat muscles.
the sexual innuendo is strong with us tonight.
Mm,
Yeah,
yes.
it really is.
Almost as strong as his throat muscles.
And almost as sensitive as his nipples.
Sometimes you got to put band-aids on your nipples to win a race. That gentleman is now canceled, but still a good line.
It is a good line.
Still great, still accurate.
It's still a great line. Still a good line. Horrible Bosses. Great movie for being something that somewhat doesn't hold up right now. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
So let's get into this, guys. You want to handle the first one just because I'm really excited about the second one?
What, the Comic-Con radio?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Distance Nerding is on Comic-Con radio.
Yeah!
Listen to Distance Nerding and our second show, A Comic Conversation, via comic-con-radio.com. Look for the Distance Nerding podcast, even this here episode right here.
Right here, the one you're watching, experiencing,
Exactly.
divining.
Yes.
Divining, yes.
Divining. And a new A Comic Conversation each week on comiccon-radio.com/podcast. Hey, Phil, can you pop that in the chat for us there, Philly boy?
Already did. All right. So
Awesome.
that's
Bravo. Phil.
we finally started season 2 of Comic Conversation, so they've been coming out weekly. We also have a crap ton of interviews that are now in the bank. By the time we get to the ones that we got over this weekend, so I'll talk about it here in a second, just because there's 2 things that we did on Sunday that were completely out of left field that nobody really saw coming, and it worked. It really worked. So let's talk about this, guys. Anna Medford. We were just at Anna Medford over the weekend here in Central Point, Oregon, which is right outside of Medford, Oregon. The guests that were there, we talked to Jackie Lastra, Elise Bowman, Rick Robertson, Michelle Marie, Marie Westbrook. We talked to Peter Kalamis. Flirt alert. We met a lot of fun people, a lot of fun cosplayers and vendors. It was a good time. Now on Saturday we had like nice little one-on-one interviews, but on Sunday, couple of like different interviews that we had that were like firsts, right? So number one, we talked to Marie Westbrook, who played Dorio in Cyberpunk, and she's been in like a crap ton of video games. She was in Old Republic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She was in Coder?
Yeah, no, not Knights of the Old Republic, the MMORPG, the MMO.
Oh, okay.
All
All right.
Yeah.
What's funny is she didn't know it was an MMO.
Oh,
Very familiar with the game because she plays Agent Rexa. She's like one of the like regular like agents, like Imperial agents, but like the precursor.
like Sith agents.
Yeah, like she's like
Yeah.
a non-force sensitive.
Cool. I don't think I've played through that storyline, so
Yeah, so like
Good.
yeah, and it's like it was really cool, kind of like talking to her. Yeah, and she's also been like in Smite, like every other voice actor apparently. I didn't realize. I played Smite when it first came out, so I didn't realize like how many characters like they come out with like weekly new characters.
Right. Well, you have all of mythology ever to go through.
Yeah,
You're not going to run out anytime soon. So.
I didn't realize they were going to be like outshining League like that though. Like and then they also have like guest characters from like different like property, like popular properties. I was like, I didn't know Smite was doing stuff like this. This is crazy.
I didn't either.
Yeah. So
I remember giving up with it, but
I blacked out through that whole thing, so let's just keep going.
okay, no, fine. But Michelle Marie, it was her first. It was her first con in general.
Ooh,
And it
cool.
was fun talking with her about like Cyberpunk and like kind of like Dorio and the way the character went and things like that. But then the second interview we did was with Jackie Lastra and Michelle Marie, who were both in Demon Slayer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And they came up with this idea to do a improv acting like exercise for the audience.
Oh, that's really cool.
So
That's fun.
right.
Yeah.
So what they did is they got it was a box, but it was supposed to represent a hat. They put
Mhm.
every breathing technique from Demon Slayer in the box.
Okay.
And that was the line that they were supposed to recite, right? And what they did was they gave the person who was coming up direction. They said, "Do it like a penguin. Do it like you're
That's good.
you know, like and
That's a classic acting exercise. Yeah.
right."
Yeah, it is. It
So,
really
like,
is.
you know, they would say, like, here's the line. Now say it in this way. Like I was like, okay, well, no, James has to do one, right?
Yeah.
The one that
Oh, no.
James did was as a gorilla.
Oh God.
You know what?
Oh,
That's so on
God.
brand for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I was wearing I'm wearing my Vegeta Nerdorilla shirt right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I was wearing my Distance Nerdorilla shirt, so I like turned around. I was like, gorillas, you know. Like, oh, look at the branding here, right? So it was it was really fun seeing that happen. And then after that interview, we did it was supposed to be a Dragon Ball reunion
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
with 3 characters that never met in Dragon Ball.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
No, so
Okay.
you know, yeah, the con was just like, oh yeah, this would be a fun idea because it's 3 characters from Dragon Ball, and originally they said Dragon Ball Z, but it's like, well, yeah, 2 different seasons of Dragon Ball Z, and the third one was in GT, so what that like we rebranded it as Dragon Ball, but I took that to my advantage, right? I said, all right, we're doing this interview, which was actually really fun. There was a lot of audience Q&A that was in it. But
That's good. It's always good when you have audience Q&A.
yeah, you know, well, we do that with every interview that we do. But at the like halfway through it, I was like, all right, look, none of your respective characters, well, 2 of the characters met, but it was different versions of the character, right? Peter Kalamas played Goku in season 2 and part of season 3.
Nice.
Right. Rick Robertson played Deborah. So that's not till like season 7, season 8. And Elise Bowman played Pan, who was in Dragon Ball GT. Right.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, do you guys mind doing a some improv Dragon Balling? You know, and they were like, yeah, because they were all improv comedians before they got into voice acting.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they're like, yeah, let's do it. That would be fun, right? So I go, okay, here's the scene. The scene is Goku from season 2, so mid Frieza saga, right? Gets transported to the future, and he meets his granddaughter. Right, meets Pan.
Okay.
Pan is his granddaughter. So I was like, so he meets his
I
granddaughter.
was about to say you've completely lost me beyond Goku.
Yeah.
So I'm not...
So, yeah, Pan is his granddaughter from Dragon Ball GT.
Gotcha. Okay.
And she's like one of the main characters in the show. And in walks Deborah, who is a villain from like season 7, season 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just causes mayhem, right? And
As they do.
and again,
Mhm.
it was hilarious because it was comedians doing what they do. Peter Kalamas kills me every time he gets into his comedy mode because he was like, "Wait, do you have a monkey tail?" And she's like, "Monkey tail," and he's like, "Yeah, monkey tail." Right? Never mind, don't worry about it, right? And it's just like, stuff like that. And then what was funny is I guess Rick misheard me because I was like, Deborah walks in and causes mayhem. Somehow he thought I meant Deborah comes in and is trying to sell cookies. And kind of like where that makes sense is because Majin Buu turns Deborah into a cookie and eats him.
Oh my god.
Right in the season. So that's the whole thing is he thought that I was like doing something on that. So he comes in and he's like, "Does anybody want a cookie?" And it's just really funny because they're like, "Cookie? No, I don't want a cookie." And it's like, and it was just this really funny scene that they created. And I was like, "Oh my God, this is great." The best thing about it was this was like an exclusive for all of the fans that were at Anna Medford. because
Yeah.
they got to see 3 characters that have never met voiced by those characters or voiced by their voice actors,
Mhm.
you know, and do something live at an event, and it was great.
Yeah, that's like a
Yeah,
it's
no, that's
it's
amazing.
a one of a kind experience because they'll never
Mhm.
do it the same again.
Right,
So
exactly.
Right, and it was improv, so it's like there wasn't a written script.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Remember in the chat, I was asking I was asking Forrest to do his Master Roshi with a certain line.
yeah.
The plan was I was gonna intro the entire thing with that Master Roshi,
Oh yeah.
and he when he sent it to me, it was like the interview was like 2 hours done already,
Oh,
Oh.
no.
so I couldn't use it, but it was like, oh, like that would have been fun, like, you know, especially
Yeah.
how well he does Master Roshi,
Oh, he does it so well. Yeah, absolutely.
you know.
So
So
maybe you can use it some other time.
maybe
Yeah.
if I ever
Hopefully.
interview Elise and Peter in the same interview again, then we can do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the next shows we got coming up, guys, we've got SAC Anime from on September 1st and September 3rd. Hopefully Say Wong's excited for that because I know he's a big SAC Anime guy.
Woo!
Heroes Fest is on September 30th, and that's a show that's put on by Project Wish Upon a Star. Great charity, guys. It's a charity that we support 100%. We're always trying to help them out. So a lot of times we'll go and like host that show for them. And then of course the next Colossus Girl show is Metal Art Comic Con on December 7th. And that is going to be also in
October 7th?
October 7th. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, October 7th.
You said December 7th.
Did I say December?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, my bad. You know, October 7th.
I'm like,
I mean-
it's not Christmas yet.
I mean,
Don't you
technically, originally, December was the 10th month.
We are
Let's not get into that, please.
doing a
Look, I'm wearing a
show.
Latin shirt. I have to.
Yeah, no, we are doing a show in December, and that's LA Comic Con, but that's a whole different monster. We're not even
Oh
there.
God!
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God.
We're not even there yet. So we're not.
No.
So that's it for the Geek End update. Let's get into the next portion here, because now it's time for some. Wait a minute. You know what I forgot to do?
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
If it opens up here, let's. There it is. Okay.
Hey!
Yay! Everybody, cheer for my, for my intern's lack of
Woo!
competence.
You're getting $1 today.
Yay.
Woo!
Yeah, it might just be that he sucks because I don't pay him. All right.
Okay.
Well, you know.
So,
I mean, I was thinking you were paying him in Monopoly money, but you know, it's me.
no, I'm paying him in high fives, and that's probably what the problem.
Mm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this because it's now time for like.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
I think that was his way of shutting me up. All right, let's get this over. So first trailer we're checking out here, guys. Solar Opposite Season 4.
I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this because of the wall. I want to know what happens to the people in the wall. We gotta find out what happens to the people in the wall.
So keep in mind, guys, this is the first version of Solar Opposites without with
Justin Roiland is no longer in the cast.
I forgot his name for a second. Justin Roiland was replaced. And so
Yes.
this is the first time I haven't watched the trailer yet, so I'm like kind of like afraid of what he's gonna sound like.
I've seen it. All right. If it's the same one that I think it is, I've seen it. But it's Dan Stevens. Like he's a British guy and he's really funny. I've seen him in a lot of stuff. He was on Downton Abbey as well.
Okay. I mean, does he still sound like him?
Yes, he sounds just like Dan Stevens.
Okay, so let's watch this trailer. Again, we're all excited for this here. I love Solar Opposites. It's a great show. So
The pupa. I want a pupa, and I want to know
Hi.
what happens to the people.
I
in the
haven't
wall.
seen it, So I'm just gonna be here and regret my decisions.
He does sometimes he doesn't listen to his mother and watch the shows that she asks him to watch.
Hold on.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
She said sometimes, not all the time.
I said sometimes.
All right, let's watch the trailer.
All right, yeah. Let's get it.
Shadu is just like, no, mom.
Mom. Oh.
Mom! All right.
Every scorpion gets one birth a day randomly in their lifetime. You know when it's
Yeah.
glowing green
He
birth?
just sounds exactly the same, and then they just decide to not say anything. Like, I guess he gets hit on the head or something, and then his voice changes to that, and that's how they say. And then they're just like, "Should we say anything?" And then Terry's like, "No, I like it," and then they just keep it that way. And that's like how they say, "Oh, this is what's going to happen now." So
He's wearing
I think it's great.
a waxed shirt.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I just, you know what? I just love this show so much.
Okay, and I again, just like the small little bit we get right there. Now also, they have the I don't know if you guys have seen the new Hulu trailer, like where they're like announcing everything.
Yeah.
But Solar Opposites is in that too, and it's like the pupa's
The animation mayhem or whatever.
Yeah,
Something that
so
they're talking about. Yeah.
like the pupa like poops and then like throws it at somebody, and it like
Yeah. Oh,
It's
that pupa.
the pupa is it's like 90% of the reason you watch that show. The other 10% is the ball.
It is. I love the pupa and I love the wall.
It's good.
I love them too. I do. They have funny adventures too. But I'm telling you, I'm invested in the wall. Okay.
Oh man, you know what would be the worst is if like just to piss everybody off, like the wall was not in the season.
Oh,
Oh, I think that there would be a riot. Do you know how many people are invested in the wall? I am not the only one.
And it would just be people walking by, like they would walk by the wall, but you wouldn't see anything happening in the wall.
Yeah.
So like they would tease that the wall's still around and that they didn't.
No, we got to know what happens to the baby. They took the baby from her. We got to know what happened.
And I'm sure she knew. She's like, "What the hell is happening right now? I need to watch this."
all right, I'm in. I'm in.
He's
The
just now
wall is a
starting Rick and
pupa.
Morty, so he needs to.
How are you as intelligent as you are, and you're just now starting Rick and Morty?
I was like 12. when it
That's
started.
true. He wasn't like he really was not old enough to watch it before
No.
now. Honestly, I was just
Yeah.
like,
God, man.
and he's watching Venture Brothers too, so he is
I am.
catching up.
Oh,
I'm catching up on
man.
things.
Samson is the best.
Samson is awesome.
Yes.
Of course, I'm like all about Helper. I love Helper.
No, I'm all about Brock Sampson and the Monarch. Those are like my favorite characters.
Oh, I love the Monarch, but so I can do
And
the
Dr.
Mrs. the Monarch, Dr. Mrs.
Dr.
the
Gro-
Monarch.
Dr. Girlfriend.
So come here, you beautiful butterfly. That's my Mrs. the Monarch.
It's really good, actually.
That's the best version of Dr. Girlfriend I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's that. I men pretending to be women. I've got those voices down.
But when it's like
It's-
blatant, like
Yeah.
those are my favorite. When it's like, it's not just a man trying to be a woman. It's
It's blatantly, hey, I'm a guy.
yeah, it's like a dude being a dude but being a woman. Peter Columbus was telling us the story that there was this show that he auditioned for and like he didn't get anything, and he was just like, they told him like, oh yeah, we have one more character we need to audition for, but we don't have anybody to audition for it yet. And he goes, well, what is it? And they were like, it's like this grandma character. And he goes, well, can I get a crack at it? And they were like, well, no, that's kind of not what we're looking for. We're looking kind of for like a specific character. And he the character was supposed to be like a ethnic character.
Mhm.
Oh no.
So no, and he's Greek.
Oh, okay.
So he basically said he did his grandmother, right? He just like an impression making fun of his grandmother.
That's awesome.
And
Well,
he took the role.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
But that's like Pedro Pascal doing the mom, the Spanish mother on SNL.
Oh yeah.
That is, oh, it's my boy. And like, I mean, I'm like, yep. And there's a long line of that happening in Hollywood. So, hey, so let's talk about this Solar Opposites trailer.
Right.
Hey!
What's your guys' rating on the trailer in general? Like your likelihood to want to watch season 4. Now I already know Ray is definitely giving this a 10 out of 10. Let's get your actual rating here.
Mine, okay, so it's gonna be 10 pupas out of 10 wall episodes. I want more wall episodes, people.
You know what's funny is I knew exactly what you were gonna say. I'm gonna give this also 10 shrink rays that make people go into the wall.
Yes.
Out of 10 misplaced aliens on Earth just trying to take it over but like leave at the same time. Shadu, I know you don't know much about the show. Give us your rating, man.
Okay. Let's see.
Look, and you just rate it how you want. Don't do it because I'm here. Don't do it because you think everybody else is gonna hate you if you give it a 3 or something. No,
Right.
that's okay.
So one. No.
Because I don't want to watch this crap.
10. There's aliens. Out of 10. What?
What's the best part of that is that's pretty much every Justin Roiland property. Is a
Yeah.
what?
Huh?
Anything Justin Roiland's ever been in.
Yeah.
Like a unacceptable. So let's get into this next trailer, guys.
All right.
It's not much of a trailer. It's actually more of an advertisement here, but let's talk about
advertisement?
this. So
Hey, I'm loving it.
I've got a description for this. All right. I'm loving it. McDonald's is doing something very different with its marketing strategy as it launches its new as featured in meal deal. They've released a trailer for the new offering, and the trailer puts a focus on many of the times that McDonald's has been featured in the movies and TV shows. So what exactly is as featured in meal? It's a collection of fan favorite menu items that have made iconic appearances throughout film, television, and music. The trailer features films and TV shows such as The Fifth Element, Reality Bites, The Office, Fallen Angels, The Longest Yard, Paris with Love, Coming to America, The Devil is a Part-Timer, 30 Rock, Loki,
Woo!
and more. As featured in meal, promo starts on August 14th, which is today, right?
Yep.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. Yesterday.
August 14th, 2023. So I mean, very exciting. And it's funny because when they said, all the things on there, the one that came to mind immediately was The Longest Yard. Cheeseburger ready.
Yeah.
Did you take that out of your pants?
I've never heard of The Devil is a Part-Timer.
But apparently they ate
It
McDonald's.
sounds great.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay.
The biggest question is, so Coming to America didn't actually have McDonald's in it. It had a parody of McDonald's.
Yes. It was like McDuff's or something.
McDowell's.
McDowell's, that's it, yeah.
Right? So I'm interested in what the McDowell's one is going to be.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. So,
All right.
yeah. Let's watch it. Let's do this. Let's
All
go.
Yo, guys, gals, my better pals.
So this is actually pretty exciting.
Unless it's like that Coke thing. Remember the Coke thing? Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Woo.
Oh man. Here we go.
Wow. There
Oh
you go.
wow.
The Royale with cheese.
Royale with cheese.
It's
I haven't had a
Wow.
Big Mac in a long time.
it's called a senor.
Senor
Senor
Flurry.
Flurry.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
I had
man.
forgotten
I
it was
forgot
in Fifth
about
Element.
I
that.
want a golden
Yeah.
menu. I want a golden menu just because I never knew what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that it was in Fifth Element. Like, man.
Yeah.
There's McDowell's right there.
There you
McDowell's.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh. Yep. There we go.
That's where he worked in Blank Man. He worked in at McDonald's.
Enjoy the meal like gentlemen.
That's good. That's good.
Uh,
That's good. You know, it's sadly it makes me want to go to McDonald's just to see if they have a golden. What was it? The gold menu.
the gold,
Gold
menu.
menu, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I want to go to McDonald's to see if they have the golden menu, just so I can see what it is. And it's gonna disappoint. I know it's gonna disappoint me because it's gonna be like, yeah, it's just a cheeseburger and fries. Like, damn it, I hate you.
I'm not even the biggest fan of McDonald's, and I'm excited. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Well, I
solid
had the
advertising,
I had that grimace shake, and it was okay. I mean, it wasn't
right?
life changing or anything.
I'm surprised
We
you're
didn't-
still alive.
Yeah.
I was about
Well,
to say.
you know, immortality, baby.
Woo!
Oh man.
Well, so that looked kind of cute, and
Yeah.
I'm expecting interesting things from that.
Me too.
I don't really want to rate it because it's a commercial.
Right. And I'm just like,
yeah.
how do you rate a McDonald's commercial? Like, I guess what is your likelihood to want to go to McDonald's because of this?
Well, you yourself said you want to go to McDonald's now.
I do.
Yeah,
that's
so
a
it's
10 out of
like
10 right
obviously
there.
it did its job.
yeah.
so.
I guess instead of a rating from 1 to 10, it's almost like tacos on the table, like your likelihood to want to go to McDonald's.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
love McDonald's, so
I am a McNugget guy.
I am too.
I'm
too.
all about some McNuggies.
I like their new chicken sandwich. That's the thing I get
Yeah,
now.
it's not bad.
It's okay.
Not
I
bad.
wouldn't say it's as good as Popeyes, but
No, well, and I don't do the spicy. I just do the regular. So
yeah. So that's it for trailers, guys.
All
It's now time for Frey's favorite part of the show.
oh, my other favorite part.
This is her real favorite part of the show because we know she lives for this part.
Oh yeah.
And leave it on the screen for the next 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
start some rumors. Nuggets, not a big. Saewon, what? Saewon just said he's not a big fan of nuggets.
Someone get out. Out. Go, go. You're not welcome here anymore.
I swear we disown you.
Say Wong, it's okay. You know
How do you
what?
feel about
Everybody has an opportunity to be wrong. It's all right.
And you are very,
Very, yes.
you are the wrongest, sir, for not liking McNuggets.
Which is different than the Wongest.
No, you are the longest.
The longest yard.
The longest thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this first rumor that we got on the chopping block. So let's talk some Chiwetel Ejiofor, right? Chiwetel Ejiofor, his character in Venom 3 has finally been, or I guess it's reportedly been revealed. People are
Right. It's been rumored, you could say.
been rumored to be revealed. People are saying that they, this is the character he's going to be playing. So a report has surfaced regarding Venom 3 and the villainous character that Chiwetel Ejiofor plays in the Marvel movie. Apparently, the actor will be taking on the role of Orwell Taylor. No
Look,
excitement here?
I don't like Venom. So like I'm already not bought into this, so let's just keep
I
it.
haven't seen any of them. I'd kind of like to, but I haven't. So
Yeah,
Not in my. I'm kidding.
The
You
first
can watch
one
them
is-
if you want.
the first one is okay. The second one is more like, why?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why did you ruin such a good character in this? Ruin Carnage.
all right. So we have no idea what the third one's going to be then.
No. I'm pretty sure. So right now, everybody's saying it's going to be Orwell Taylor.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's still going to be Noel, because I think Sony is dumb enough to believe that they've earned a chance to do Noel. Right? I don't know if you guys know who Noel is.
Frey, this is your territory.
Noel Taylor? No, I'm just
No.
kidding. I don't know who Noel is.
And that's where kind of where I was at. Noel is the god of the symbiotes.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay,
Noel.
I do know who Noel is. I thought you said Noel, like
thought you
as
said
in Noel Coward, Noel like that.
and I was
kind of-
thinking Noel, like the hyena people from D&D.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, we were all on totally
Yeah,
different
no,
worlds.
completely
That's so
different pages here.
fantastic.
The level
like,
of
I
nerd
know
that
who
we
he
are is that we were thinking of other nerdy things.
Right.
No, like KNU.
Noel.
Uh,
Right. Yeah, I got you. That makes
Yes,
sense.
right. So I think that Sony thinks that they've earned the right to do Null at this point.
Yeah,
Because they're like,
probably.
their whole thing is every villain against Venom has been a symbiotic character, right? So
Mhm.
the first one that they did was with a lot of ruffling going on there.
Yeah, a lot of crinkling.
A lot of crinkling. Are you eating a
Ooh.
Biscoff?
No.
But again, like the first character they did was I'm forgetting his name right now. It was another symbiote, right? And they like established that there was like a bunch of symbiotes that exist.
It wasn't like anti-venom, was it?
No, it wasn't anti-venom. We thought we were gonna get anti-venom in the second movie because the way that they kind of like left off the first movie.
Oh yeah, okay. Like
And-
I know a little bit. I haven't seen them because I don't like Venom, but I know enough.
Yeah, like I like
To get
Venom as a
by.
character. I didn't like the way they portrayed him in the movie. So yeah, like
I got beef with symbiotes. You know that.
yeah. Okay, right here. Here's another thing right here. I just looked up Venom villain because I was trying to remember the name of the villain from the first movie, and everything is Cillian Murphy is cast in the movie, and everybody's assuming that he's going to be Noel.
Oh, you know what? Actually, he would be really good as Null.
Yeah,
I would love him as Null. He'd actually be really good.
yeah.
I
but
still think Cillian Murphy should be.
Dr. Doom.
I would love for him to be Dr. Doom.
Oh yeah, definitely Dr. Doom.
I think he's the perfect Dr. Doom. I don't think there's
Yeah.
an actor that could do Dr. Doom better than Cillian Murphy.
And
But
I think right now he should be because of Oppenheimer. People will see him more that way now.
and that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A combination of the kind of like he's getting big again right now, but also he's already been Scarecrow.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. I was thinking that he might be a good mutant. I'm always looking for a
I
mutant.
can see that.
He'd be a good Kurt Wagner too.
He could be a good Kurt Wagner.
If they do older, like they're like the all new X-Men when they came out with the giant X-Men #1, that if they were the older ones, like the mentors, he would absolutely kill it as
Yeah.
Nightwing.
I think Cillian Murphy fits the mold for somebody like Victor Von Doom, and mainly because again, if we get a proper Victor Von Doom, he's not going to show his face until like way later on. He's going to be
Right.
complaining about how he's horribly disfigured and everything like that. Then again, he's going to have like a little baby scar on his cheek, and he's going to be devilishly handsome, which Cillian Murphy is. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean that's like the thing now too is not only you get these pretty boy actors and you put them in these roles that are like these disfiguring roles, because I mean think about it, you've got what's his name? Colin Farrell as
Oh,
Penguin.
yeah,
Yeah. And I mean, he's a handsome guy.
Mhm.
a good penguin, man. He's a really good penguin.
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't matter.
But tangent alert. Let's get back on track.
All right.
Orwell Taylor is a relatively obscure character from the Marvel universe. He was first introduced in Venom: The Mace #1 in 1994. He's a former U.S. Army lieutenant colonel with a vendetta against superhuman vigilantes who he holds responsible for the death of his son. The third film was developed by Hardy himself, so Tom Hardy himself, and writer and director Kelly Marcel. I probably said that completely wrong. Venom 3 is scheduled to open in theaters on July 12th, 2024. So, guys, tacos on the table is Chiwetel Ejiofor playing Orwell Taylor.
No.
Nope. Tacos are right off the table, sliding off onto the ground.
I'm keeping my tacos because I'm hungry.
So, I guess I'll be the one against the grain. My tacos are on the table, but I think that they're going to merge Orwell Taylor with another character. I think that they're going to make Orwell Taylor. This is where I feel like, because like Sony does not understand the characters at all. I think they're going to make Noel be a regular ass symbiote.
Mm.
And Noel's going to infect Orwell Taylor and then become Noel the way he is.
I was thinking if he's not,
Yeah.
if he is still going to be Orwell Taylor, I was thinking it could be like a Moon Knight situation where they took an obscure character and kind of made him completely different, too, like they did with Arthur Harrow,
like every other character in Venom.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Definitely.
Yeah. So there's a precedent here,
and that's why I'm saying like you merge a character like Noel and Orwell Taylor. You take a character that like wasn't that big of a character to begin with, and you give him a larger role by having Noel take over his body.
Right.
Something that Noel doesn't do if you know the characters, right? But I mean, like,
right.
They'll still do that because it's Sony, and they think that but this will be cool,
Right.
Well, they're thinking of Venom like he's the Terminator.
Right.
To be honest,
was
I mean
a-
that's honestly.
he was a lethal protector, so which is actually partially what these movies are based on is Lethal Protector. But again, yeah, that was Flash Thompson, not why am I forgetting
Eddie Brock?
Not Eddie Brock. I was gonna say Brock, but like not Eddie Brock, right? That was Flash Thompson, that was the Lethal Protector. But again, the entire storyline is based on Lethal Protector because San Francisco, and he's more of a vigilante than he is. Like he's more of a good guy, like an anti-hero, but still a good guy.
Yeah, they really like to do anti-heroes.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Lethal Protector is versus this, it's not. I'm not a fan of this version of Venom.
Okay, well, maybe I won't.
Venom doesn't exist without Spider-Man, and there's no Spider-Man to be held in all this. So
right.
So
hey, you know what? Talking to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Thank
you. You
look at that swag way.
There we go. So another big Marvel movie rumor regarding the upcoming epic Avengers Secret Wars. According to a recent report, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige, or Kevin Feige, has approached Andrew Garfield about possibly reprising his role of Peter Parker / Spider-Man in the movie. Wait, Peter Parker's Spider-Man?
Wait, what?
I had no idea.
My God!
According, so
serious?
he did that. Yeah, the report, the report was shared on social media, and it reads: before the strikes, Kevin Feige reached out to Andrew Garfield about having his #Spider-Man appear in #Avengers Secret Wars.
Spider-Man's a menace.
Spider-Man's a Skrull.
Spider-Man's a Skrull.
I'm telling you, all these damn Skrulls.
Oh God, that's a missed opportunity not having J. Jonah Jameson in Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. We got puppy screamed at. So tacos on the table, guys. Do you think that Andrew Garfield's version of Peter Parker is coming back for Secret Wars?
Yes, my tacos are on the table, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah, please.
Because I think it's a great move. I think it would be another payoff for it. He stole the show in No Way Home. That whole scene with him saving Tommy's MJ, it was like his redemption. So we definitely should see him again.
Right.
I really think so. I would love for him to be kind of like a spider mentor to all of them. Like he's the spider mentor for Miles. He's the spider mentor for our for our Tommy Spidey. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why.
Basically,
I want it to happen.
He's going to be Peter B. Parker, basically.
He's the werewolf.
Even though technically Peter B. Parker is Tobey Maguire, but
Right.
because they established
That's true. He is. Yeah.
they established that Peter B. Parker is supposed to be Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
My my wonderful chicken and there's a little bit of salsa verde on there as well are on the table. They're very much on the table.
My tacos are also on the table. I feel like it's a smart move now that they've established the multiverse. You get into something like Secret Wars, which is basically merging all the universes and having like an establishment. I think it makes sense to bring back those characters and bring back just kind of different variants of characters.
Yeah, I was about to say I think there'll be a lot of variants.
Yeah, because
I think we'll start seeing variants of the Avengers that aren't the actors that we're used to. I think we'll also see that.
and I think that's a smart idea because that's something that people have wanted for a long time. Like because remember, everybody knows Tom Cruise was originally eyed for
Iron Man, yeah.
Iron Man, right?
That's who the studio wanted him for that.
And a lot of people were hoping that he was going to come back for Doctor Strange as a variant, and it didn't happen. So I think that Secret Wars is like their chance to get a whole bunch of fan castings and different actors that didn't quite make it. That like kind of how with the Flash, they got Nick Cage to play Superman, right? So it's like in an alternate universe. I think that's a smart move for them to do something like that, especially with where they're at with the multiverse stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I think having like an Andrew Garfield or a Tobey Maguire or both of them will lend more credence to having other actors as the variants. It'll be like, hey, we've already seen these guys in a movie and we accepted them, so we're going to accept these guys too. So I just think it's a good transition. So yeah.
Right.
There you go. Yeah, it's like the who was Thor in the like the little plays they had?
Luke Hemsworth.
Yeah, they should have Luke Hemsworth as one of.
Yeah,
that's the Thor variant.
They've talked.
No, Liam. It has to be Liam as well. Liam Hemsworth has to be as well.
Well, speaking of characters in the MCU and kind of like rumors on who is being who, let's talk about this rumor here. So, a new rumor has been released by Mashable that previously announced cast member Sashir Zamata from Saturday Night Live, she was in Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, will be playing the role of sorceress Jennifer Kale.
I am so excited for this because Jennifer Kale is awesome.
And Marvel Studios' upcoming Disney Plus series, Agatha: Coven of Chaos. You know what I've noticed, and this is I'm gonna keep this little rant short, but like what I've noticed is they've hired a lot of comedians.
Yes,
for some of the witches in this, and that makes
witches can be funny.
No, I'm saying that makes me feel like they're gonna do kind of like a little bit of like it's gonna be serious but have comedy relief in it as well.
I'm thinking it's gonna be like Witches of Eastwick meets The Craft meets like Jennifer Coolidge on a bender.
Oh God, that just sounds hilarious.
Doesn't that sound fantastic?
It does actually. So the character was first introduced in 1992 by Steven Gerber and Rich Buckler through Marvel's Man-Thing comic book series. In the comics, Kale hailed from a family of sorcerers who are part of the cult of Zered Na. Besides Man-Thing, she had partnerships with different Marvel characters, including Howard the Duck and Doctor Strange, as well as affiliations with Midnight Suns and Legion of Night. And actually, her run with Midnight Suns is probably one of my favorite runs of the character in general.
I just think that like everything they're introducing, I mean, if they're not going to give us a Midnight Suns, I feel like they're slapping us in the face.
Well, okay, so this was a while back, but Kevin Feige, he had like a whole list of shows that he was developing, properties that he was developing, and Midnight Suns was on that list. It was like a list that leaked out, and like
Yeah,
they've
they've got to do it.
Yeah, like the majority of those shows have now come out, right? So it's like, you know, I'm pretty sure he is developing Midnight Suns. I mean, we have like half of those characters. We're only missing 2 characters right now for as far as the founding members of Midnight Suns, and I know one of them is a character that Kevin Feige specifically said that he wants to do.
Yeah,
and that's
I think it's we've got to have something like that. And
Yeah,
I've always thought that DC needs to have the JLA Dark. You got to have a supernatural team.
Exactly.
You just have to.
I mean, they're moving into that already, considering like, okay, now Man-Thing's been established. We know that Man-Thing is a character that exists. You know, we've got Werewolf by Night, which they can lead into the monsters, especially if they like go the route of like Dracula and Creature from the Black Lagoon, which were all characters that were in Marvel properties.
Dracula, where's my damn money? Oh.
I know, right? But like, see, that's the thing, is that if they get Dracula involved in the MCU, I mean, that's how Blade was introduced. So it's kind of like there's a lot of tie-ins for this kind of stuff, you know. Again, I've mentioned this multiple times. Like, we already have Doctor Strange, we've got Moon Knight, Blade's coming out. We already know they're doing the movie and everything. The only establishment character we're missing for Midnight Suns is not Ghost Rider. I was gonna say Knight Rider. Ghost Rider. Yeah. Sorry, Kit, not talking to you. Ghost Rider. And Kevin Feige has said multiple times that he's been trying to find ways to weasel Ghost Rider into the fabric of all this.
Yeah,
right.
I think that they could now. I mean, they're skirting it. Like, you can bring him in. They've got the TVA. They've got this whole Doctor Strange multiverse spell going wrong.
Right.
They're teasing it. We're starting to see it.
Yeah. So like Midnight Suns is definitely something, and especially with the way Doctor Strange kind of went in that kind of like horror, you know, kind of direction with like Dead Doctor Strange and all that. Like, we know that Marvel Zombies exist in this universe.
Right. And we're getting more with Werewolf by Night and Moon Knight in general too.
Right.
We're getting a lot more horror stuff.
Right. Can't wait to see more Man-Thing, because Man-Thing was done so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, I think that bringing in a character like Jennifer Kale, you know, it's another character that can kind of like live within that universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's got a lot of knowledge, and she really balances both sides of herself, and it's pretty cool. I like her a lot. She's one of my faves.
I guarantee you we're going to get a bunch of long-term Marvel characters in Agatha Coming to Chaos.
Yeah.
And Mephisto.
Woo!
I know they said that is official, that they're doing Mephisto. It might be a swerve, but I do know the fact that we've had the Darkhold means that Mephisto exists, because Mephisto wrote the Darkhold. So it's kind of like he's got to come at some point.
And I personally think Jake the Goat.
Oh, they did a reference to Boba in WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's totally Jake the Goat.
Jake the Goat is Mephisto.
Jake the Goat is Mephisto. I dig it. All right. Well, let's continue on with these MCU kind of like rumors going on here.
Yes. So, Adam Driver is to meet with Marvel Studios once again once the strikes are over. So, the role of Reed Richards in the upcoming Fantastic Four reboot is still up for grabs, but Adam Driver reportedly rejoined the shortlist of prospective casting as the actor is called in to read the new script for the film. The Star Wars actor even reportedly turned down the role because he couldn't relate to the character in the early version of the script. A new report, however, has suggested Driver's renewed interest in the project, pending review of screenwriter Josh Friedman's revisions. So what do you all think?
I'm leaving my tacos off the table just because every week there's a new Fantastic Four rumor that's out there, and it's like, again,
Sure.
I think Adam Driver would be a decent Reed Richards if he took the role. As much as I just said Cillian Murphy would be a better Doctor Doom, Adam Driver I think would be a good Victor Von Doom too. So I think that he's better suited as Victor Von Doom than he is Reed Richards, unless they are doing the comic book abusive version of Reed Richards.
Mm-hmm.
The power hungry abusive Reed Richards.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, he's got the I don't know if I want to be in a committed relationship part of Reed Richards down.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that Adam Driver would probably kill that if that's the version of Reed Richards they're doing. I still honestly want John Krasinski to play Reed Richards.
Oh yeah,
I don't think
definitely.
I don't think they're doing that at this point, especially because we've seen what he can do with Reed Richards, even with a small amount, and he killed it. So it's like I would prefer that we get him as Reed Richards, but if they're not going to do that, they're not going to do that. Again, I think Adam Driver's more suited for, if not Cillian Murphy, he's more suited for Victor Von Doom.
Yeah, I agree. He kind of already looks like Victor. I'm just saying, got the kind of look, the kind of smoldering look.
I wonder if he he would cut his hair and slick it back.
Oh yeah,
because that's kind of like Victor's look.
Yeah.
So
no, that's good. That's good. Yeah. So my tacos are off.
Yeah. My tacos are off the table when it comes to, at this point, any Fantastic Four fan or like any Fantastic Four casting at this point.
Yeah.
Just because it changes every week. Yeah, my tacos are off the table until we get actual news for Fantastic Four stuff.
I agree.
Well, I liked the Vanessa Kirby thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm sick of Adam Driver. he's I'm gonna talk to him about it. Oh, I don't want it. Oh, I want it again. Oh, I don't want it. Oh, I want it again.
I don't know if it's him that's putting those rumors out. I think there's just putting rumors out online, and he's just kind of caught in the middle of all of it.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it when people are talking about him. I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
Well,
I'm sure Adam Driver is a wonderful
not
person.
Play werewolf with somebody. Okay, he better not.
Right. So I'm going to say tacos off the table because I think his chance of being Reed Richards has passed.
Yeah.
He was found wanting. Next.
Oh, man. I forgot that line. What was it? He was found wanting. And something. I don't remember the line.
They're saying it to him like you were judged and you were found wanting.
That's what the line was.
Yeah.
You were found wanting. All right. Well, let's keep it in the Disney realm here. So let's talk about this this rumored Bob Iger Apple takeover kind of thing, right?
Bob Iger just needs to shut his pretty little
He really
mouth.
does. Yeah.
It's funny is you say that, and it's just like I can just imagine that would be Jackie's exact, her response. Like, Bob Iger, shut your pretty little mouth.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Because my wife loves Bob Iger. All right. We've been hearing for years that one day Apple could buy the Walt Disney Company.
Mega corporation.
Talk of this potential Apple Disney merger started back when Steve Jobs sat on the Disney board of directors. And while nothing has ever happened with that, a new report from THR, the Hollywood Reporter, suggests that this merger is a very real possibility. One insider previously said, I don't think Apple would buy the company as it presently exists, but if you see Bob start to divest things, it feels like he's prepping for a sale, and there's clearly no buyer like Apple. Well, it looks like that's exactly what Bob Iger is doing. He's already publicly talking about the possibility of selling Disney's TV businesses such as ABC and FX. By slimming down Disney, it could be a tempting acquisition target. The report explains that Apple is sitting on $62 billion in cash and cash equivalent and has a 2.8 trillion market cap. And while it may be very true that Apple doesn't want to buy a studio, maybe you would want to buy this studio, and one that, despite the challenges of the moment, has a vault full of priceless IP and remains the most valuable brand in entertainment. The fact of the matter is, if Iger decides to sell Disney, Apple is most likely the buyer. So, talk was on the table on this one. Do you guys, again, this has been a rumor that has been kind of on the table for years. They've been talking about this since the 90s, right? I can see, with Iger cutting things down. I mean, like it's a classic, corporate takeover kind of thing, right? With him just trying to sell it. I mean, WWE did the same thing before they sold themselves to the company that owns UFC, right? And now they're owned by that, and everybody knew it was coming. They were just like, oh yeah, well, Vince is selling off all these different properties, and he is firing everybody because he's trying to make the company look more enticing, and that's what happened. Right. So with Iger selling off different things, again, he's been trying to sell off ABC, he's been trying to sell off FX, all these different kind of like properties and different things with the studio. What's the likelihood, or do you guys believe that that one, Disney would sell itself like that, and two, Apple would be the buyer?
I think it's a very stupid decision if it happens, but I also have a little faith, so I think it might happen.
I don't see Disney as a bot company. I see Disney as a buying company.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what, like, the way that I look at it is that Disney's gotten so big now, even if they did sell off like ABC and FX and stuff like that. Well, the ABC, that's a network. The network television is dying because streaming. And so, and FX too, and it doesn't have a lot of good IP. So it's not like they're losing that much. Right. So I don't know if they started like really seriously talking about divesting some stuff, like some Disney stuff, then I absolutely would be like, yeah, this could happen. I just don't think it is. I think Bob Iger is just wants to keep his name relevant in the news, and this is his way of doing it. And he's not going to say, oh yeah, no, we're not doing that. No, we would never do anything like that. He's going to keep everybody guessing.
I think what Bob Iger's doing is trying to get himself a bigger bonus, right? I mean, that's
a prick tease. That's what it is.
That's what companies do. That's the whole thing with these multi-billion-dollar companies is, they start looking at, oh, we didn't hit the mark. We didn't make as much money as we wanted to. So how do we get where we need it to be so that investors are happy and our shareholders are happy? We make them happy. I get a bigger bonus. So that means cutting people's jobs, which he just fired a crap ton of people. Like cutting people's jobs and cutting departments, because then it looks like we have a net gain. and I can get a bigger bonus. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
what the whole thing is. He's playing in the same corporate bullshit that's been happening since the 80s. So
It's all greed.
yeah, it is.
all greed.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't care about these people who aren't going to have jobs because I'm going to make more money myself, and I'm going to buy another. I'm going to do what Zaslav is doing and buy another $60 million home.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't get me started on that robot.
Nope.
But you could get me started on Warner Brothers because we got a rumor again. And you know what? This is almost getting to Adam Driver level here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So apparently Wonder Woman 3 is not in development, according to DC Studios. So multiple sources with knowledge. Now, these are secret sources, so no one officially at DC Studios has said anything, but multiple sources
Secret sources.
with knowledge close to the situation have told Collider that Wonder Woman 3 is not in development at DC Studios.
I think Collider's got a bigger name than We Are Giants, or what's the other?
That's
one
true.
that got like a shitty
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember.
giant
Like Nerdist and stuff. Collider's pretty good. Like
freaking
Collider knows its stuff.
Giant freaking robot's another.
Yeah, giant freaking robot. That's it.
Yeah. Collider and Nerdist have way better reputation, so usually if they're putting something out, it might actually be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
and it contradicts like Gal Gadot's
Mhm.
recent interviews where she said that she was working on the project in partnership with DC studio heads James Gunn and Peter Safran.
Mhm.
In addition, Gunn and Safran do not have plans for a Wonder Woman project aside from Paradise Lost, which is a prequel series at Max.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's unclear, obviously,
Mhm.
Right.
because we hear one thing from one side and one thing from another.
Right.
But it's unclear like what caused the misunderstanding or the discrepancy. But the Collider sources confirmed and echo Variety's subsequent reporting on the matter. So, I mean, that's two different. I mean, we don't know if they're the exact same people saying it, but that's two separate things. So it is looking like it's not going to happen. And I'm wondering if
Right.
it was they did the soft letdown of the like, look, Gal, we wish you all the luck. We think you're fantastic. Maybe somewhere down the line we'll work together. And she
Right.
was like, "Oh, we're going to develop Wonder Woman 3." She took that out of there. So I
Yeah.
could see that. I could see
You know,
that happening.
What I see is almost like the opposite. I think that there's two factors going on here, right? I think that Gal is probably working on something related to Wonder Woman. It may not be Wonder Woman 3. It could be like a reboot and not something that's continuing that storyline.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
And it also could be that, Gal jumped the gun, so to speak. And I think Gunn and Safran are,
Jump the
yeah,
gun.
right. I think that Gunn and Safran are putting out a statement saying that nothing is happening because we are still in a writer's strike.
Yeah.
So it's
Mhm.
like, I don't want her to get in trouble for, writing anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
right.
I don't want her to, just I don't want any of us to get in trouble with the WGA at this point. I don't want anybody knowing that we're collaborating on anything because I don't want anybody to get in trouble with their respective unions, right? I think
Yeah.
that's more what's actually happening
sense.
here. I think they're just putting out safety statements
Yeah.
to cover their asses and say, no, we're not talking about anything. I don't know what Gal's talking about. And then like he's calling Gal after that, like, you can't tell people this shit right now. Like we have
Yeah. He's
Right.
texting her and he's like, "Look,
he's like, we have to wait until
you have to be cool."
yeah, like I know you're excited because we want to get this done, right? But like we can't talk about it right now.
Yeah.
That's what I think is happening. I mean, like,
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so this would make my tacos not on the table because I know that Peter Safran and James Gunn are, yeah, they've expressed in the past how much they liked Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like he made a point of putting her in Peacemaker.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and I mean, she's also in Flash, and I mean, they could have cut out her. They could have cut her out then, but they didn't. So I
Right,
mean, there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of things that it could
Right.
be. I'm saying my tacos are not on the table for this just
Yeah.
because again, it's like we're just going to hear back and forth now, and
Yeah.
nothing's going to be settled until after the strike is over. So
Mhm.
there's not really a reason to even give this more time than the breath it takes us to talk about it.
right.
Well, I'm going to be controversial here. I'm going to say that my delicious fair food Navajo tacos are on the table with the caveat that this is a misinterpretation of terms, and it's not necessarily. It is a Wonder Woman reboot, so it's not necessarily Wonder Woman 3.
Right.
It's a
Okay.
reboot.
Yeah.
So
All
it's
right.
true in a from a certain point of view.
And again, that's what I think is happening. I don't think that they are. I mean, they've established that the multiverse exists within DC at this point,
Right.
right? Because that's how they're rebooting the entire series, like the
Mhm.
entire thing right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I see them, saying, "Hey, we're not doing Wonder Woman 3. That's not in development. 'Cause that's not a lie, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right. That also doesn't mean that Gal Gadot is not coming back as Wonder Woman.
Right. Right.
So that's it. That's all we have for rumors this week, guys.
Thank goodness.
I know, right? So let's go ahead and move into the meat of the show here, because guys, it is now time. Woo! Just leave that there.
You make it seem like I have a problem with everything, and I don't have a problem with everything.
You only have
I
a
just
problem
make comments.
you just have a problem with the things that introduce the next segments, is what it is. I can't understand this being a thing though, because this could mess with people with epilepsy. Like this is
Yes.
This is just
check out the Distance Nerdington post for more news, all the trailers, reactions. Let us know what you're nerding out on every week, guys. We always drop everything that we can inside the Nerdington post. And of course, you can use the code Nerding10. Oh, wait. Sorry.
You're funny. So I'm going to do this one then.
All right.
Look at this cast. Isn't it neat? They got the OG voice to make it complete.
He almost got the syllables right on that one.
yeah,
Almost, yeah.
You were there.
Disney princesses assemble. Disney Plus unveiled the trailer and poster art for Lego Disney Princess, The Castle Quest, an all-new original special. Now, if they made this a video game, this girl would be playing it.
Right?
And
I would
absolutely.
be 10 feet away watching.
Right. When the villain is Gaston, voice of Richard White, reprising his role from 1991's Beauty and the Beast, steals King Triton's, Jim Cummings, magical trident, to rule all kingdoms. The nefarious plot unites 5 Disney princesses on one royal adventure. From the Disney animated canon, Jodie Benson, Ariel.
I love that Jodie Benson is coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alii.
Aluli.
Aloui.
Cravallo is Moana.
Mm-hmm.
Mandy Moore is Rapunzel. Anika Noni Rose is Tiana. And they're reprising their roles with Katie Von Till, Snow White, replacing Adriana Caselotti, who died in 1997.
Right. It was the original Snow White.
Yeah, she was. The official "Someday My Prince Will Come" Opsis. Now I see the light, part of your world, almost there. Opsis. I am Moana synopsis.
James, I fucking hate you. All right.
Love you, James. Thank you.
Ali'i is how you say it.
Ali'i. I'm sorry. Ali'i.
Also, thanks, James.
Caravalho.
James,
Also
I
sweet.
hate you. I hate you with a passion right now because I have to do that in that voice and it scratches the shit out of my throat. So, all right, let's do this. The official "Someday My Prince Will Come" Opsis. Now I see the light part of your world. Almost there, Opsis. I am Moana Synopsis. Shit.
Tiana, Moana, Snow White, Rapunzel, and Ariel are off on an adventure as they are each unexpectedly transported to a mysterious castle. Shortly after arriving, they soon discover that Gaston has hatched an evil plan to take over all of their kingdoms. He did not do this by himself. Gaston is not that smart. The princess characters must work together to solve challenges hidden deep within the castle walls and try to save their kingdoms from Gaston. Will bravery, quick thinking, and teamwork prevail?
You know what I'm noticing here? Tiana, Moana, Snow White, Rapunzel, and Ariel. No Belle.
Nope, no Belle.
No Belle.
No Sleeping Beauty either.
No Belle, but Gaston is the villain.
Right. What happened to Belle?
Well, I mean, he's not going to go up against the Beast, whether he's in Beast form
Right.
Or Adam. Because
Or
Adam,
Adam,
I mean,
yeah.
Adam knows his way around a sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the Beast.
And I
knows-
mean,
knows
he
his way
could
around
Hulk
the
out
fist.
at any time, so that's true. So, all right, this will be repeated nonstop on James's television starting August 18th on Disney Plus.
That is true because remember, he has 2 5-year-old twins. So,
Yes.
and they love this stuff.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm telling you, it needs to be a game. That right there is a game synopsis right there. So,
at least right now, what's on
that's right, Say Wong.
on, which is in like 3 days, but I mean, like at least has moved on. At least for the next 3 days, it's still going to be Mario on repeat at his house, and I mean that's more stomachable.
That's my secret, Belle. I'm always angry.
That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome.
God, I love it. All right, so
All right.
get into this next one here.
I mean,
Is it me? All right, I'll do it. Another Disney Plus price increase is happening.
Oh.
All of these tiaras. All of these tiaras cost money. Disney is set to introduce yet another price hike for all of its streaming services. During Disney's quarterly earnings call, CEO Bob Iger, announced a major streaming price hike set for October 12th, affecting both Disney Plus and Hulu's ad-free options. The ad-free Disney Plus option will go up $3 and jump to $13.99. That's up $3 from its current price. Hulu's ad-free tier will also be going up by $3 each month, moving from $14.99 to $17.99. Good lord. This new price hike will see Hulu and Disney Plus Hulu and Disney Plus cost a total of $32 each month if you subscribe separately. But Disney is going all in on the bundle option by offering a steep discount. If you bundle just Hulu and Disney Plus together, starting September the 6th, it will cost $19.99 per month. That package will also likely become one of Disney's more popular streaming options, as it's called the Duo Premium. And there's also a Duo Basic package that combines ad-supported Hulu and Disney Plus, which costs just $9.99 per month. Adding the ad-free ESPN Plus takes your total to $24.99.
God. All right. My thoughts on this already are I'm going back to corporate takeover, right? We've been talking about like hostile
Agreed.
corporate takeovers and everything like that. I've mentioned earlier about Bob Iger doing that. This literally is exactly like it's all signs to the same thing. There, he's trying to get himself a bigger bonus. That's all it is.
Exactly.
You know, if you increase the cost of the streamer, and you fire a bunch of people, and you know, it's like, oh, this is how we get more investor confidence in what we're doing. It's they don't need to raise their prices. They don't.
No, they don't.
There's no reason to raise the prices for Disney Plus, especially after they just raised all the prices in the parks and they've raised all the prices for everything else, plus fired a crap ton of people. All this is Disney being a corporate garbage machine, and it's kind of getting on the nerves. And these are it is the normal, like this is not a thing that is just a Disney thing. This is a very normal corporate thing that corporations do, for like the CEO to get extra money in his pocket.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I agree with you, and I'm like not for it at all.
No.
Because now
These are my thoughts. I
Yeah.
just put them on the screen.
Yep.
Oh, God, yes. And I mean, like now I'm probably gonna go down to the ad supported one just because $9.99 is reasonable, right?
Yeah.
Ads are gonna annoy the living crap out of me. Like, I don't want to watch my favorite shows and my favorite movies with ads. I hate it as it is on Tubi and everything like that. But like, those are free platforms, so I deal with it, right?
Yeah.
When you're
Right.
paying a price for channels,
Yeah.
like for what? You put ads in there, you're already getting
Right.
dude. It's aggravating. It's very
It
aggravating.
is. Yep.
Yeah. I agree. It is very aggravating. But you know what's not aggravating, and something that everyone is going to be able to appreciate
Oh,
in
God.
this little span of 8 days?
This I'm excited for.
Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can call her Miss Tano if you nasty. That's all I'm saying.
At least we still get to watch this on the
Yes.
original price.
Exactly.
Exactly.
All these increases just in time for Ahsoka. I did not write that. All right.
Apparently he didn't actually read it, because it's like the increases aren't until October 13th, and this ends on October 6th.
Fourth.
Fourth. It's on the screen. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the other screen and it was like it was cut off.
Whatever. All right. All these
Sure.
increases just in time for Ahsoka. Ahsoka will have a 2-episode premiere on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahsoka,
But-
just so everybody knows, is the GOAT.
Yes, she is. But the streaming service has finally revealed the release schedule. So, according to the official Star Wars social media accounts, Ahsoka will be released every Wednesday, starting with 2 episodes on August 23rd. The series will feature 8 episodes and span 7 weeks into October. And I'm assuming that her show ends right as Loki starts.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
because Loki's starting that next week, isn't it? I think so.
That's probably why, that's like Disney's whole thing is like, okay, October 16th. Was that the date?
I think so. I think that's the date for Loki. Let me double check.
No, they're like October 12th. October 12th is when the
Yeah.
is when the price tag comes on. They're like October 12th. Everybody's got to pay more money just in time for Loki, because people are going to come in and watch Loki right as that is. They know how big
Right.
Loki is.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly what they're doing.
That's ridiculous.
It is.
super aggravating. Again, I'm excited for Ahsoka. I'm excited for Loki. I'm
Mm.
pissed that I have to pay more money. I wonder if it's still the same with D23 members. I gotta look up the D23 site and see if it's any different for if you're a member of D23.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. But yeah, that's it. That's the Ahsoka news. I'm excited. I am so excited.
I'm excited for the show. Again, like I've been kind of like harping on how much I'm excited for this show, and to see the characters from Rebels, and kind of like the trailers have been looking really good.
Oh yeah. I am noticing a little. This might be a little Easter egg thing or something. That, and I'm sure people have noticed this before. That her little armband here, her little gauntlet, looks an awful lot like her original lightsaber from Clone Wars.
Oh,
Yeah, like one of the green ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even notice that. Look at you. Look at you doing that.
Wonder if she turned her gauntlet or her lightsaber into a gauntlet.
Ooh.
Well,
Maybe.
it's supposed to be pretty. I mean, that the metal they use to make them is supposed to be pretty
It's pretty durable.
hardy.
I mean, it
So
kinda
yeah,
has
it's
to
not
be.
Beskar,
Yeah.
but it's
Right.
up there. So yeah, I'm so excited, and I have so many theories, and
After you are.
I am so excited for this. And yes, I do have a lot of theories, and some of them are really going to upset Phil.
So
I have a
Ahsoka's
couple as
marrying the
well.
Mandalorian. Is that your theory?
No.
Oh.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka's marrying Luke.
Ahsoka's not marrying anyone. Ahsoka is Ahsoka. She's
Ahsoka
herself.
is a strong, independent Togruta.
And she's not going to take it anymore.
Okay.
Um,
So then that means that Admiral Thrawn is marrying the Mandalorian.
no.
I would
No,
be there for- I
but
would be down for that.
but a Mandalorian is somebody who I think is going to get married.
Oh, so this is the show where the Mandalorian and where Din Djarin specifically.
It's a double wedding. It's going to be Sabine Wren and Ezra Bridger. They're going to find him at the very last second. They're going to have a double wedding with Din Djarin and Bo-Katan.
You really want a wedding to happen in Star Wars like this?
Look.
I want to know how the
I'm
Mandalorians
gonna
get
say,
married.
I'm in the middle ground here because I've always shipped Ezra and Sabine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Do you think they're just going to live in sin?
yes,
You would.
they're Mandalorian. He's
Just kidding.
Mandalorian. Sabine is not really, it's kind of nobility, but she's the last of her house as far as we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Actually, so the real thing that I really think of, I'm just messing with you with the whole wedding thing. I don't think that's going to happen. But
You don't lie to make us feel better. We know.
no, I really don't think. I'm like, nah, I'm over the wedding thing. No, the thing that I really, Shadu and I were talking about this the other day, that it's actually that what if the Knights of Ren were actually started by Sabine Wren, and she just
but it's
took the W off.
that's what I was gonna say. It's spelled differently.
take the W off.
Yeah.
It's a bastardization of her name. 'Cause
Yeah, like of
maybe it
her
was
clan.
done based on her house by someone who was revering Gar Saxon or somebody.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
they just like corrupted it or something. But
Yeah.
like this is what happens after she finds out what happens to Ezra. Like something really bad happened to Ezra or something, and this is like how she gets corrupted, and that's why the Knights of Ren aren't force, like they don't carry lightsabers. They're not really force sensitive, but they have a force sensitive leader. And
And see,
so when Kylo Ren comes back, he revamps them.
And see, my opinion is more that Sabine doesn't really have that much to do with it. It's more of a Gar Saxon kind of cult or something Mandalorian like that is essentially kind of, again, bastardizing House Wren in a way. And so it's like they're the Knights of House Wren, and then it's a whole,
Well, the only thing is with that there is an established lore about the Knights of Ren. So I don't.
Okay, see, we didn't know this. I was like,
Yeah,
what is
see,
this
no,
thing?
I did.
Yeah.
I
So.
vaguely knew it, but I wasn't sure exactly what it was.
Yeah, because the established lore for the Knights of Ren, it has more to do with a Jedi Master, or no, not Jedi Master, but a Sith Master.
Okay.
From like almost he comes from the High Republic times.
Nice. Okay.
And
Oh, well, then we might see the Knights of Ren
I
and
see the Knights of Ren and
the Acolyte.
the Acolyte, yeah.
Yeah. because
Oh, that'd be cool.
basically they revere this this old Sith Lord, right? I'm forgetting his name. He had his name is something Ren, and that's why Kylo Ren is named what he is. He's supposed to be the second coming of.
Oh, okay. Huh. That's interesting. I wish they had all this lore in the sequels. That would have made them. so
Let's
much
not
better.
get into that.
Yeah, no.
Let's go
okay.
back.
We can get into
So,
that. All right.
But
next.
because there was like a, I guess there's a conspiracy theory going around that the Inquisitor that we see actually is going to become like a Knight of Ren, or is going to be part of it or something. So, which
Maybe.
that could still happen, even
Yeah.
if, but whatever.
Right. Well, it could be even. I'm sorry. We're going off on tangents here. I don't want to go too far.
No, we're still
But
talking about Ahsoka, so
all
it's
I'm gonna
not
say
technically a
is-
tangent.
Right. Technically. All I'm going to say is the Knights of Ren could be somehow connected to the Acolytes of the Beyond as well, which is a thing from, what is it from? The book series. Like one of the first canon book series was.
Heir to the Empire?
No, it's not Heir to the Empire. It's something like that.
Oh, like after the 4, 5, and 6 came out, it's like the first like extended universe.
No, canon. Like
Oh,
when Disney took over, it's one of their first books.
I don't know.
That's like a series. Anyway, but they were in that. They were the Acolytes of the Beyond. That I'm thinking they may have something to do with it. I'm thinking that possibly Balin and
Shen.
I can never remember her name. Shen. I can't remember her name. Are Acolytes of the Beyond.
That could be it. I don't know. I've got some cloning theories. I think maybe
Yeah.
Shen is a clone of Anakin, and that
Talked about that.
yeah.
Right, which I think is kind of stupid, but I understand the Heir to the Empire connections there.
Yeah, honestly, I could see that. I think that wherever they go, there's so many different ways that they can go.
Yeah.
And even Thrawn being in it, it doesn't limit them as much as we think it does, because
Right.
people who have just watched the movies and haven't actually been exposed to Thrawn in book form or in Rebels don't
Mhm.
really know about him. But yeah, they could go so many ways with him, and it's just like, oh, this is gonna be so great. So
So,
But anyway.
I just had to look it up real quick, and I know it's a slight tangent before we jump into the next one, but so Ren, his name was Ren, right?
Ren, okay.
And basically, the Knights of Ren are a ancient secret society
Okay.
that run in the background. They're dark, like they're dark Force users, but they don't have the same ideals as the Sith.
Okay.
Or the Jedi. So they don't use the weapons of the Sith
Well,
or
no,
the
so
Jedi.
So they do. Their primary weapons are lightsabers, but they but they also use different things. Like one of the characters has a Mandalorian vibro axe. And,
Oh.
like
Okay.
there's a couple, like they use different weapons, but the ideology that they have is more about. They're more, I guess, the way that the Wikipedia described it is they're more like dark Force purists.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Right, versus like the Sith have an agenda, and they don't have the same agenda as the
I
Sith,
see.
right? So like they don't believe in the agenda that the Sith have.
Hmm.
And then previous to Ben Solo, Palpatine was considered the Ren.
Mm.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
So the Ren, like they started naming themselves the Ren as like the title, as a title, but the first knight who established the Knights of Ren, his name was Ren,
I see.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
right? And then after he died, they took it on as a title, almost similar to the title of Darth.
Or like
So
Caesar.
they're like, yeah, oh yeah, like Caesar. So they're like dark side fundamentalists essentially.
Yeah. They're supposed to be like more extremist versions of the Sith.
Oh, okay. Well,
that
that
makes
you know
sense.
what? I like that. I like that better.
Yeah.
Never mind what I said.
Yeah, and there's always this within their society. There's always 12 knights, so somebody always
Ooh.
replaces. If someone dies, then someone replaces.
I wonder what the significance of 12 is.
It's in here, but I skimmed over it because I didn't
Okay.
know, kind of like
Yeah, but yeah. Mhm,
maybe
I'll look into it later.
maybe we do an episode of that show that we haven't done, but we've talked about.
Yeah.
Explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Got some splaining to do.
got some, we do that episode of explaining, and our first
Yeah.
episode is explaining what the Knights of Ren are.
Right. No, that'd be
'Cause
fun.
they have,
Yeah.
I'd
they have
enjoy
a they have a very interesting backstory.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it goes from, just being like Sith to being like a secret society within Star Wars that believes in the same thing but is not the same ideology.
Right.
Like
It's
the
almost
Illuminati.
Right.
Right, it's almost like a counterpart to the Sith Eternal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it says that they when I was looking in there, it says that they have affiliations with the Sith Eternal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, we should move on.
Yeah. So this next one I have to take because it's my all-time favorite character, so I have to.
Well, okay, so James said, how would you classify Ahsoka? Shameless plug. We will actually be doing a classified
we are doing
episode
that.
with Ahsoka, the characters. We just want to wait until the season's over before
Yes.
we do it. So
but
that's
we
like,
will, be rest assured.
yeah. So, yeah. So
Oh,
now let's do it. Let's move on to Deadpool and Wolverine and
So,
all that funny.
So Say Wong says, I'm still staying put on Luke's clone appearing in Ahsoka. I would love that. But I'm like curious if they're going to establish Luke's clone in this new universe.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like, weren't there like rumors that the whole Balin in the book series, he was a clone of Obi-Wan or something? And
don't
I
know
think
if there was a Balin in the book series.
No, there was there in Shadows of the Force, there was a Balin.
yeah. So, and I'm wondering if they're going to do that, but I think it would be cooler if it was Shin, like
It's
he's teaching Shin. So
It's
that's
giving
kind
me
of a thing.
Balin from The Hobbit.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
No,
I mean-
Dwarf, stop.
totally different guy.
This guy's
Totally different guy.
tall to be Balin in Lord of the Rings.
This guy was once an Asgardian. Okay.
It's true. He was an Asgardian.
Yes.
He was also once the Punisher. All right, let's continue.
all right.
So it looks like the release of Marvel's Deadpool 3 will be delayed, sadly. Which
Are
really,
you okay? Are
surprised.
you okay?
I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
Which,
Just hold it together till you're done with this, and then you can cry. Okay.
okay. Which really isn't a surprise. With the writers and actors strikes going on, a lot of film releases are going to get delayed because they've all stopped production. During a recent call with investors yesterday, Disney presented several of their big upcoming movie plans, and Deadpool 3 was not one of the films included on their calendar. It's been removed, which likely means the release date will be pushed back. The film was supposed to be released on May 3rd, 2024. Disney didn't comment on the change. So, I mean, considering that they were in the middle of filming when everything happened, and they were the first production to stop, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is I mean, it's obviously got to get delayed because the stuff that Disney's probably pushing in their investor meeting right now is stuff that's already been finished as far as like principal production, principal photography, because you don't need actors and writers to edit.
Yeah.
So everything that has principal photography that's done, they're probably editing. And they'll probably wait until after the strike is done to do any reshoots if they have to do any.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what they could do, just like stop the strike like tomorrow
Yeah,
by actually giving people what they want, which is a living wage.
right. Actually, and I'm not gonna read it right now, but there's an update on WGA portion of the strike.
Mhm.
So after we're done with the show tonight, I'm gonna read it. So
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So
I mean, and I don't want it to be delayed, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay
Yeah.
with all of this stuff being delayed.
it is
Well,
for
first
a
of all,
good
I have a lot of
reason.
stuff to catch up on. I'm almost finished with Lovecraft Country,
oh my
which
god,
I didn't get to see it when it came out because I was not in the headspace. And I was so glad I waited because I'm in the headspace now. And it is a lot. It's a lot. It's
Yes.
really, really, really good. but it's a lot.
Again, they did the same thing that Watchmen did, and they
Mm.
brought to light I'm sure a lot of people didn't know what sundown towns were.
No, and the
Yeah.
funny. Okay, it's not funny at all. Shadu and I live in a part of the country that, unless you're in a big city, the majority of the towns around like the big cities are sundown towns.
Yeah.
There are towns in our state that are really close to literally a suburb of one of the big cities, and there are people of color do not go to that town unless they have somebody that's a mayonnaise person with them.
Yep.
Like, that's how bad it can get. So yeah,
You live in the town where, I was just talking about Watchmen. I mean, you guys live in the town that happened in.
Yeah, the massacre. Right. Yeah. And you know what? I didn't know about it until I was out of school.
Yeah.
And
luckily,
they didn't teach it.
It's still shameful, but I didn't know about it until high school.
Yeah, they just now started doing it in high school, and it happened here. Like, that's the thing, is it's happened here.
The only reason that they talk about Black Wall Street now is because they talked about it in a major media TV show. So it's one of those things where, like, well, now we can't ignore it.
Well, they had been talking about it for a while. Like, we've known, obviously, being here in the city that it happened in. They've been talking about it for a while, but yeah, Watchmen really did give a new spotlight on it. But I know behind the scenes, a lot of stuff had been happening beforehand, and like that part of the city has been revitalized, and African American businesses are prevalent there again. We have celebrations there, like we have one of the biggest Martin Luther King Jr. Day parade in the area. Juneteenth celebrations are huge here, and so there's a lot of it, but there's still a lot of race discrepancy where we live, and you can definitely tell they're not afraid to say stuff, and it's not, they're not afraid. And so it's just, it's sad, but it's something that needs to be said. We need to know about all of this. We can't change minds. We can't move forward if we don't know our history. And that is a very big blight on our history, but it happened.
It is.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now that we brought that all down with this beautiful picture of Deadpool and Wolverine's in his yellow costume, which is one of the things we've always wanted.
Woo!
Minus the arms, but I mean, it's fine.
Right. Well, close enough.
I just want the brown and orange one now. Let's do this.
Oh, right. Get it.
I want that, but I want him as a brood. As that.
Ooh.
Every time I see that costume, that's the first thing that comes to my mind, is when he was brood.
That would be dope. All right. Well, let's move on here.
Woo. All right. So,
speaking of monsters,
James Gunn clarifies when his Creature Commandos animated series takes place. On to some DCU news. The Creature Commandos team consists of monsters and superheroes, and it was believed that they would be fighting Nazis during World War II. Woo! The team consists of a human, a werewolf, a vampire, Frankenstein's monster, and a Gorgon. Oh my! Turns out that the story will not be set during World War II. Gunn recently clarified on social media that Creature Commandos actually takes place in the current day. I guess that makes sense that we're working under the supervision of one Amanda Waller.
Which is fine, because they can still fight Nazis.
That's true.
Exactly. There are still Nazis. You need to keep reminding people that. Creature Commandos doesn't have a release date yet, but Gunn has confirmed the series will drop before his film Superman Legacy, which is currently slated for July the 11th, 2025.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm actually I'm pretty excited about that. Like
Thank you.
it's one of those obscure properties that I'm I want to see,
It's a fun property. It's not just an obscure. It's like a fun. It's like their take on monsters in Creature Commandos is really cool. It really is. I mean, it's so funny. It reminds me of like Doom Patrol, but it's like Doom Patrol and Adderall. I mean, it really is.
I'm kind of like I want to see kind of like how this all works out, just because we know the human is going to be Rick Flag Sr.
Yeah.
And we know that Gunn specifically said that Peacemaker is going to be a part of his universe. So
Right.
I'm wondering if like Peacemaker is like if it takes place in the future ish, if this takes place in present day, or if this is going to take place like maybe in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like maybe like a couple years back. By couple, I mean like 20, but I mean like, like something that can still be
that's contemporary, but not like exactly
like not
present day.
right now, right? Because
Right.
like we know Rick. Spoiler alert for a movie that came out 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was longer than that, wasn't it?
Was
5 years ago? I don't know. It was a while ago.
It was in the pandemic.
Oh, it was in the pandemic. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
So it was like spoiler alert for a movie that came out like 3 years ago, but Rick Flag Jr. is dead.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see, like, is this going to be, with Rick Flag Sr., like, is he just still being a badass and his son is there at the same time? Or is this going to take place a couple years before and we see Rick Flag Sr. prior to his son becoming, a commando himself?
Right.
Well, I think it's not. I think it's going to take place exactly when it is. I think Rick Flag Sr. is going to be really pissed that his son is dead.
Right.
And he's going to be coming out. He's going to be talking about going after Peacemaker. And they're going to and Amanda Waller's going to have to rein him in. And then we're going to see a crossover where it's Rick Flag Sr. versus Peacemaker. And Peacemaker keeps saying something like, I don't really want to kill an old man. And then Rick Flag Sr. says, I'll kill you with one arm. And then it's going to be like that, back and forth.
Yeah.
They'll also be in tidy whities when this happens.
Oh, God. The other thing is that because Frank Grillo is playing Rick Flag Sr., so it's kind of like once live action happens, it's going to be Frank Grillo. And Frank Grillo doesn't exactly look like he's that much older than John Cena. John Cena looks like he's older than Frank Grillo.
If you can de-age, you can pre-age.
Pre-age?
You just put Frank Grillo with like a with like a cane, just walking in, and he's like still super buff, so you can just like whack John Cena in the head with the cane.
Yeah, he starts. He's like walking in with the cane like Yoda does, and then suddenly they start fighting, and then he's like, "Oh, you like this cane, do you, buddy?"
Mine.
Yeah.
just starts hopping all around.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's move on because that's way too much fun.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have to take this one.
I figured.
We're all gonna be Barbie girls in real life. Oh my God. Remember I said I wanted to vacay in Barbie Land? I think we're getting pretty damn close with this. All right. Mattel is creating a new theme park in Arizona. Oh, Arizona.
That's the worst place to put it. It's gonna be it's 120 degrees in Arizona. Why would
I know.
theme park in Arizona?
I don't know. Called the Mattel Adventure Park, complete with a Barbie beach house, complete with a magical Barbie closet, and an attraction called the Hot Wheels Bone Shaker,
which is gonna melt.
The ultimate ride roller coaster.
That like those Hot Wheels are gonna melt.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the whole like the Barbie closet, like, what do you do if it's a magic Barbie closet? Do people kidnap you and change your clothes and then like release you into the wild again? I mean, what is that about?
That's gonna be John Mez's favorite ride.
Yeah. And is like here's the Barbie beach thing. Is the beach actually going to be plastic? Because it needs to be plastic and pink.
It's all plastic.
It has to be. I mean, come on. Where's the continuity here, people?
The water's
All
gonna be
right.
boiling.
There will also
The
be
water's plastic,
attractions
too.
associated with Masters of the Universe. No, shut up. I hope they have some She-Ra stuff.
That'll be-
And Thomas and Friends. You
Oh.
know I'm gonna go. Even though it's in
He-Man.
Arizona.
Oh.
This may be my vacation destination. All right.
Taking a holiday, He-Man.
you goob.
I'll be back.
More
Located
stories next week.
at the VAI Resort in Glendale, Arizona, close to the Cardinals Stadium. Park goers can enjoy a unique indoor-outdoor setup all year round at the massive 9-acre destination. Okay, see, now I kind of see where they're going because Arizona is warm pretty much all the time. So, yeah, you could really go in the winter, too. So I could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
wanna go
like
in the
it that
winter.
close to baseball, but whatever. The life, I guess the Kens have to have something to do, right? And then
Yeah.
baseball. Okay.
You know what? They can do anything.
Yeah,
can do
because
anything.
they're Knuff.
Apparently with Ken's, right? Up with the patriarchy. All right.
All right, there we go. The life-size Barbie beach house is perfect for fans who want a preview of Barbie's closet, and they can even see her up close with the attraction's hologram technology. What? Hologram technology?
Sure, that's something I want to see.
Oh,
Welcome to the future,
what?
folks. Welcome to
Oh
the
my
future.
gosh. All right. The house also offers a rooftop bar and restaurant where families and friends can take in panoramic views of the resort. Well, you had me at rooftop bar.
Yeah, you had me at bar.
Yeah, I definitely want some of those pink teenies
You
that
had me
are
at the bar.
barbarific.
You're just gonna be completely wasted. Like, no, kids, okay, you can go ahead and ride with Barbie. It's fine.
I'd be like, I'm gonna have mom's gonna have another drink, and then I'm gonna do the thing like in a Barbie movie where you just jump off and then you just float down to the bottom.
And there was this goat named Jake. And, Kenners, what are
First
you
it was
doing?
scary. And then it
Kenners?
was fun. And then a little scary again, but fun. All right.
Kenners, get over here. We have to watch Sopranos.
All right.
Oh, God.
So here, let's see here. Meanwhile, Hot Wheels lovers can catch a thrill on Bone Shaker, the ultimate ride. That
It just doesn't sound fun.
80. Holy crap! Look how high this thing goes. Go.
Okay. A roller coaster that brings riders 84 feet in the air. After that, they can keep the adrenaline pumping on the double looping twin mill racer roller coaster.
Wow.
Yeah. Along with Barbie and Hot Wheels, a Thomas and Friends World of Sodor attraction will be a hotspot for families and younger adventurers.
Yeah.
Younger,
Featuring the massive 86 feet Thomas.
yeah, right. The Thomas, the train engine from Ant-Man.
Yeah. The best part is it's going to be like, Thomas's creepy ass face on the front of
Yeah,
that.
right. Additional
And then-
park features include a 45,000 square foot laser tag arena inspired by Masters of the Universe.
Oh my God,
Oh, yeah.
4,500, not 45,000. That's
I
ridiculous.
mean, 4,500. Oh my God, 45,000. Woo! You're never going to find anyone
No.
in laser
I'm
tag.
going to make you blind, He-Man.
You'll be out there for a week and be like, I haven't seen another person. I don't know what's going on.
Where's my family?
Tila, where have you gone? All right.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait. It gets better. A themed mini golf experience
Oh my God.
that draws from beloved Mattel games like Uno, Pictionary, and Magic 8 Ball.
Magic
So
8 Ball?
you're in the mini golf, and you're at the Magic 8 Ball thing, right? It's hole 8 because Magic 8 Ball, right?
It just
Right,
spits it
yeah.
out and says, or not.
No, and you
Or
go,
not.
and you have to do the Magic 8 Ball. You're like, Magic 8 Ball, am I gonna get a hole in one? And then you
No.
do it, and then it comes up and it goes, outlook unclear, and it just throws the ball right back at you, and it hits you right on the forehead every time. Sorry, that's funny. All right, after a long day at the park, look, I
Sometimes you get
mean,
the reverse button on Uno, though.
right? Yeah, that's right. It's like reverse, swap,
Right.
skip,
You can
skip a player,
rewind time itself.
skip one. All right.
Who made this thing?
So after a long day at the park of drinking, visitors can unwind at the VAI Resorts Konos Island. Oh, that's exactly what you want to do after you spend all that time in Mattel Land is go to Konos Island, a man-made feature that recreates a vacation to Greece or Mexico.
What?
That's pretty
Just Go to
specific.
Greece
Oh.
or Mexico.
It could be Greece. It could be Mexico. It's one or the other.
It's one of the
Very different cultures, but it's the same
Which
because
one is it today?
yeah, it's very different cultures, but it's the
Yes.
same because racism. All right.
All right.
Yep.
So you can either go to Greece or Mexico with its white sand beaches and
Mm.
lavish cuisine.
Where do they got to be white sand?
Because white sand is actually pretty. So I mean, like,
No, yeah, it's good.
Is white sand superior? Is that what we're
White
saying?
sand,
That we're
white
saying?
sand.
it
Look,
is Arizona.
white sand,
That's fair.
white sand hides the bodies better.
Oh shit.
The bodies of all we repressed.
Yeah, the
Oh,
the bodies of the what do they call them, the snowbirds that decided
we
not
were-
to go back. Okay.
You know,
Guests
man, we
can
were talking
only-
about white sand, but this got dark.
It did. Guests can also enjoy sweeping views of the Phoenix Valley in a tethered hot air balloon reaching up to 400 feet.
It's
What's
not
with all
something
these
I
things
can
going up and
park.
going so damn high in the air?
After their breathtaking ride, they can then stop by the Konos Sky Bar to share a drink
Hell
130
yes.
feet in the air.
What
Look,
is the obsession?
they're talking about bars a lot in this. There were 2 mentions of bars.
Well, you know what?
You know what is
Bar.
not a good idea? You know what's not a good idea is getting people drunk at 130 feet in the air.
No, that's not.
No. that's not a
But
good
make
idea.
sure if you're gonna get drunk, you do it after you do the hot air balloon ride, not
Yes,
before.
okay. Skydive from here. There's no parachute. Stop.
I'm
Do you
Barbie.
have a parachute
This
on?
fine.
No? Oh.
They told me this is the paratrooper experience. You know, like the soul toy soldiers with the parachute. This experience. I'm gonna jump right now. It's fine.
I'm on
G.I.
the
Jack Joe.
Band
That's what it's from. G.I. Jack
Brothers.
Joe.
I'm on the Band of Brothers experience, and I'm trying to be a paratrooper.
All right.
You know, just-
You
Yeah.
have that one flower.
Kurahi.
It's okay. PLF. You'll be fine. Airborne.
All right. Mattel Adventure Park is due to open its doors in 2024.
God help us.
God.
And I will be there going open, 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 open.
All right, man. That's terrible. But I have to take the next one because I'm a big Destiny gamer.
All
I've
right.
played it.
It's your
I feel like I
destiny.
should.
Do this.
So guys, in gaming news, Bungie announced this week that Keith David will take over the role of Commander Zavala, the Destiny 2 character who was previously voiced by the late Lance Riddick. This is kind of a big deal. I talked about it with Graveyard the other day because it's kind of a big thing for me. It's still a little early for me because Lance Reddick was Zavala's probably he was a hated character, but at the same time, you know, it was mostly because of his actions. Lance Reddick played the character perfectly, right? It's because
Yeah.
Zavala was I wouldn't say he was a coward, but like, you know, he kind of, as a leader, made some cowardly decisions. Right. But continue on there. David is well known for his acting roles both in and out of video games, and previously worked with Bungie back when the developers still worked on the Halo series. Even if people may not know, you know, Keith David by name, many have almost certainly heard his voice in one project or another, given that his roles have encompassed everything from movies to TV shows to video games. So just to kind of get in the space, right? He's been known for playing the Arbiter in Halo 5, Halo 3, Halo 2. He also played characters in Mass Effect 3, Dark.
He was Commander Anderson.
Yes, he was.
Okay, then I'm in. I'm in.
He's like, I know
I'm there.
that.
Yeah, Darksiders Genesis, Saints Row 4, Marvel Heroes, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and much more. He also
was
played
on Community,
Yes. Well, here's another one
Yes.
you're gonna know right now.
Rick
right?
and Morty.
Oh yeah, he plays the president in Rick and Morty. But yes, but hopefully you guys pick this one up. I know this one. Frey, you might know this one. It just depends on how well you taught your son. He may know this, right? He also played Goliath in Disney's Gargoyles.
We never watched Gargoyles.
Oh, you're
Never watched
so no! Watch it. It's good. It's really
No, watch it.
watch it. It's on Disney Plus. Watch it.
You're
Dr.
not my real mom.
You're not my real mom. Dr. Facilier in Princess and the Frog.
I know that one.
He also voiced the anti-hero Spawn in all of the animated projects from the 90s. And he's also in Mortal Kombat 11. In the same announcement, Bungie revealed that players would still be hearing Reddick in the game, given that his dialogue that's already been recorded won't be touched. But beyond that, Keith David will voice the character in future expansions. So just to kind of like jump on that, right? Because Destiny has replaced the character once before. And when they did it last time, they replaced the person completely, right? I gotta pull it up. The current actor right now. So there's a character in the game called Ghost, right? It's kind of like he's kind of like your companion, right? He like, you know, he's almost not that kind of companion, but he's like your Taylor Frey, I don't know you. You didn't watch Gargoyles, oh my god. But think like Booster Gold, right? I'm forgetting the name of the little robot that's with Booster Gold all the time.
Oh, it's not Bebo. It's like I'll have to look.
Yeah, but the little robot like thing that flies around with Booster Gold, Ghost is basically that, right? Ghost is essentially like he's the reason that you can respawn, right? Because like
Okay.
the character in the game, it's supposed to be like fallen warriors that have been revived. And Ghost is essentially like your soul. As long as you have a ghost, you can revive, right? So if somebody kills your ghost, then you like the next time you die forever. Skeets, that was his name, right? So originally, Ghost was played by Peter Dinklage.
Oh, I didn't know that he voiced Ghost. Okay, that's cool.
He played voice Ghost, right? And it's funny because I don't. Anytime I forget Peter Dinklage's name, I always have to think, what did people call Ghost when Peter Dinklage played him? Dinklebot. Okay, so Dinklage, Peter Dinklage.
Dinklebot.
Yeah, everybody called him Dinklebot, right? And Peter Dinklage used to play him. He actually kind of like the way that he played the character, he kind of phoned it in. It was not like a good performance, which is very rare for Peter Dinklage, but like it was kind of like boring and monotone, and it just wasn't good.
That may have been what they wanted.
Yeah. Well, no, they ended up replacing him with Nolan North, and Nolan North, the way he played the character was they replaced it completely. So if you play the game from the beginning on, Nolan North is now the character.
Nolan North was he's in like an old soap opera guy. I know who he is.
Was, but Nolan North is a prolific voice actor.
Yeah, no, he's been in a lot of stuff. I've seen his name a lot, but I just remembered that he was on a soap opera. I can't even remember which one it was. I think it was General Hospital, I think.
He plays
I don't know.
Deadpool in the Deadpool video game. He also plays Nathan Drake.
Oh,
Yeah, and I was gonna say
that's what I
he.
know him from.
I
Yeah.
know he's done I think he's done a voice in Batman, like in the animated, not the animated series, but like animated movies and stuff, and maybe a couple games.
Yeah, he's also played like just he's been in everything. Any video game you've ever played, look up Nolan North's IMDb, and it's gonna be like, holy crap, this guy's in everything.
Yeah, I
right,
want to
I'm
say
doing it.
he's like voiced Superman in something too.
I'm doing it right now.
So
Happening.
not only that, right? So that's kind of what when I heard that Keith David was going to be taking over as Zavala, I thought they were going to do that, and it kind of upset me because I was like, okay, if I don't want them to replace Lance Reddick because Lance Reddick's like voice, like you associate him with Zavala for people who play Destiny, right? But I like hearing that, you know, they're not touching Lance Reddick's performance, and Keith David is just going to be taking over from here on out.
Yeah, it's more of an homage. She's just homaging him.
Right. The thing is that again, I'm wondering if they're gonna if he's just gonna continue on as the character, or if they're gonna address, you know, why Zavala sounds different.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Good God, he has been in everything.
Right?
I'm just like scrolling down. Like I know he was in the Old Republic.
Yes.
He's been
in a
Assassin's
lot.
Creed,
Like
yeah.
Nolan North has been in a lot, but
He's main character too. He's not like minor characters.
No, he's like main characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been in a couple of. He was in what was the Batman thing? Death in the Family.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
That must be
it's
where
like-
I'd seen his name. But yeah, I've just the first time I ever saw him he was on a soap opera, and so that's like every time I think I'm like,
He's
oh,
in
this is
Magic
the soap
the
opera.
Gathering Arena.
Yeah,
Like I said, Nolan North is in everything. Like that dude.
Good look.
That
He
dude
was
has
in
so
Guardians.
much
Like
work.
what the? Yeah. This is ridiculous.
he can play a smart ass. He can play like an uptight guy. He's got a good range.
Got so much
so.
range. Yeah, it's really good. So staying in the realm of Destiny, just because again, I'm the
Right.
Destiny player, so I'm gonna relate with this a lot, right?
Mhm.
Staying in that realm of Destiny, Bungie has today shared more details associated with the 2023 Destiny Showcase event, which is set to take place 1 week from today. Fun stuff because again, Destiny, they do this, or Bungie does this once a year to talk about their yearly DLC, right?
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
So in recent years, Bungie has been holding these large presentations for Destiny 2 to inform fans of what will be coming to the game in the months and years ahead. The 2023 edition of the Destiny Showcase is now slated to transpire prior to the beginning of Season 22 and will reveal major bits of information associated with the Final Shape, which is the shooter's next expansion. Unveiled by Bungie, the Destiny Showcase is now known to take place on August 22nd at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard or 12 p.m. Eastern. The presentation will be streamed live across YouTube and Twitch and will be preceded by the pre-show that begins at 8 a.m. 11 Eastern. As for what the showcase itself will cover, Bungie has said that it will share more details on the upcoming The Final Shape expansion, Season 22, the next reprised raid, and more. Following the Destiny Showcase, a post-show will also occur that will hone in on the coming years of content for Destiny 2. So what a lot of fans are hoping for is, because what they've been doing is taking raids from the first game and updating and repurposing them. Everybody's been waiting for the Crota raid. Again, this probably sounds like, you know, fucking Chinese to you guys right now.
I get it. No, I get it. I will say something randomly and people are like, what? And I'm like, this is from Mass Effect. You know? And they're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know, like,
I
I don't think Graveyard's listening right now, but I'm sure if I mention the Crota raid to Graveyard right now, he'd be like, yes, can't wait. Right. So, because I mean, we've already got the Vault of Glass, which was the first raid in the game. And then they gave us the last raid in the game, which was the King's Fall, right? So the only other 2 raids that are left are the Crota raid, which that would finalize like the first 3 raids, or they would do the I'm forgetting the name of the 4th raid, but they would do that one. I would hope they wouldn't do that one before they did Crota, because Crota is like a fan favorite. So in all likelihood, the biggest piece of news that will be unveiled for Destiny 2 during this event is the release date for the final shape. Unlike previous expansions, the final shape will close out the Light and Darkness saga that Bungie has been telling in Destiny 2 for multiple years. As such, this add-on is more anticipated than normal amongst many fans. Currently, it's not known exactly when the final shape will arrive, but the release in early 2024 seems quite likely. Over the past couple of years, Bungie has tended to release new Destiny 2 expansions in this window, as these add-ons often lay the groundwork for all additional content that is then let loose throughout the calendar year. What they do is every quarter they release a new season, and you have like new things that they allow you to do, new bits of armor, new weapons, things that they just continue to add on. If you were WoW players at all, did you guys ever play WoW?
Nope.
No, I didn't want to have to pay for my MMO, and I'm not even a big MMO fan.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question: is did you play any MMOs?
I've played the Old
I
Republic.
do not
that's
play
about
well
it.
with others.
I've played the Old Republic, and I played RuneScape for a little while.
Okay, so think like those games, but first-person shooter.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
It's like yeah, Destiny 2 is essentially a full-on RPG. But rather than being a hack and slash like a lot of these other games, or like Magic kind of thing,
right?
Where it's like what's the term? It's wizards and
sword and sorcery.
Sword and sorcery. That's what. I was like, I
gotcha.
Where like sword and sorcery, Destiny 2 is more like they replace the swords with guns. And there's still magic involved. Like you still have like magic that you can do, and like there's 3 classes. You have Warlock, Titan, and Hunter, and they all have like different magical things that they can do. And
will I go on Steam here and order Destiny?
and a couple years ago, when Bungie bought the game back from EA, I'm sorry, from Activision, when they bought the game back from Activision, they went to a free-to-play model.
All right.
So
Destiny, I'll be back.
Yeah, I was gonna say Destiny 2 is free to play, and every couple of years they'll make it to where you can buy, or they'll release an expansion for free. But it's just like
nice.
That's how they make their money back, is with expansions. So like if you get the expansion,
that makes sense.
And then with loot box content, but not. Like they don't have any pay to play stuff. Like everything is cosmetic. So
okay, cool, nice.
Yeah. So it's like like cosmetics for your weapons, cosmetics for
that makes sense.
Certain types of armor, things like that.
I gotcha.
You get like ships and bikes and stuff like that. But like none of that stuff, like
that's the way it should be. Right.
Yeah. None of that stuff makes your characters better. You still have to grind for the weapons. You just get like cosmetics.
Right. Cool. Okay. Nice.
So Destiny's a fun game, man. Like I said, that's the only reason that Graveyard doesn't play with us on or doesn't come on the show on Tuesdays is because he normally has party play with his party for Destiny on Tuesdays.
Nice. Frey?
Huh?
Hi, you there?
Are we done?
We got
it over?
We've got one
more.
If you want to jump on the last one.
Okay.
All right.
Yay! I'm a huge fan of tacos, and it's Tuesday, so of course, Taco Tuesday, it's a thing. And Phil says it at the beginning of every single show. Everyone should know it's Taco Tuesday by now. Why do we have to keep telling you it's Taco Tuesday? Yeah, all right.
Those around here.
The Taco Tuesday celebrations are officially underway, everyone. For the first time since the trademark was freed earlier this summer, beginning today, Tuesday, August 15th. Is it the 15th? It is the 15th.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at that. Okay.
15th of August. We're going back
The
to school.
fast food taco joint is giving away a free Doritos Locos taco to anyone that's interested. Like the chain's free pandemic era taco offerings, no purchase is necessary to take advantage of the free taco offer. That's mighty nice of them. If you simply want your free Doritos Locos taco, you can swing by your local Taco Bell and stake your claim.
Woo.
I wonder if there's people that
The
like
land
don't
rush.
know about the free taco deal that's going on, and they just go in there like, let me get 3 Doritos Tacos Locos. Oh, you only charged me for 2.
Yeah. And then they're like, no,
Right.
it's Tuesday and this is the free taco. No, I want to pay for it.
I want to pay
Uh,
for it.
I want to pay for the extra taco. Yes, you all that money.
Yeah, it's like just leave. Just leave. Every
Get out.
Tuesday between now and September 5th, Taco Bell will give away a free Doritos Locos taco to anyone interested. On September 12th, the chain will be partnering up with DoorDash to give Dashies free food from whatever Mexican restaurant they so desire.
Actually, really freaking awesome.
It's
Yeah.
really cool.
That's great.
Taco Tuesday promotion will be available in 49 of the 50 states. I wonder which one. Do you think it's Alaska or Hawaii?
It says.
Oh, got it.
Does it say that?
It says it.
No,
Read it.
it says in a second here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Given there's still a trademark registration active in New Jersey. Of course it's Jersey.
New
Come
Jersey.
on. Taco
Man.
Bell is unable to promote the holiday in the Garden
Did
State.
the Jersey Devil register a trademark?
I mean,
Yeah,
That's what I want to know.
probably.
it's funny because people from New Jersey will say that all New Jersey is when New York took a shit over the side. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
So anyway, in light of this whole free taco thing, I'm going to be back in about 20 minutes. So
Right? No, just pick me up one too. Wait, I would have to drive you.
yes, well,
No, actually, you're 20. Go on. Go.
Yeah,
Take the
you
car.
guys got 3 minutes to get over there. Oh no, wait, you have an hour and 3 minutes. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
they're open late. It's fine.
But yeah, so that's it. So what do we think about this whole talk? I think it's cool.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I just love that Taco Bell's really leaned into, hey, look, really the only people that buy our food are people who are either really stoned or have been clubbing all night.
You know what's funny is Jack in
And
the Box
me.
does that now too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, not to tell on myself, but in San Antonio when I was younger, we would go to Jack in the Box after being out all night clubbing and stuff and get.
Jack in the Box has the midnight munchie meals now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And then now they have Snoop Dogg's munchie meal, which is, I guess, like a chicken sandwich, a brownie, and like a whole bunch of other stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now is the
I love their
brownie-
shakes.
Oh.
Their cookie shakes. Oh,
Yeah.
Their Oreo cookie shakes. Oh my god, I love them. All right. I'm hungry
Anyway.
now.
I know.
Woo! Yeah, I know. I
Uh,
know. That's what I'm saying.
but do you guys know what I'm hungry for?
I think I know,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna
Let me do
I'm
it.
not gonna
Okay.
ruin it.
I'm hungry for merch, people. We got merch. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we got merch, people. That's right. If you are interested in some distance nerding merch action going on, that's right. We got merch, people, guys. Hats are $35 each or $30 if you get multiple hats. Right now, we have Galaxy Gray available. Now, we also got shirts. DM us at Distance Nerding. Get yourself a shirt. Shirts are reserved $20 if you're local to Sacramento, $25 if we've got to ship it to you. Now, the even funner part of this is we have a new shirt coming out. Oh yeah, they
A new one. What?
yes, they are being shipped out tomorrow.
What?
What the sure?
So we should be getting them soon.
the
And
shirt?
as soon as we get our new shirts, you guys will know about them. So we're gonna let everybody know. But we do have a new shirt design coming out, and it's gonna be super fun. Now, of course, if you're unfamiliar with what's on my shirt right now, Hold on, right here, and it's not the Distance Nerdorilla, but it is a Nerdorilla. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk Lucharillas. That's right. You can head over
Yay.
to lucharillas.com and get yourself some Lucharillas merch. Brand partnership with Lucharillas, guys. Lucharillas is an awesome brand. They made a Distance Nerdorilla just for us. If you're interested, head over to lucharillas.com. You can get shirts, you can get bottle openers, you can get a bump box, which is a pager that has a speaker built into it.
Oh, that's cool. Can you get like can you get a what am I trying to say here? Koozie? Can you get a koozie for your
They don't have koozies yet. We've actually been talking about doing koozies. But yeah, oh, that's still me.
I'm like, hey, look, there
Yeah,
you go.
everybody wants to see my tit. All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
Your sensitive nipples.
I have very sensitive nipples. Okay. So guys, head to lucharillas.com. Check out some of the merch that they have out there. Fun stuff and fun times. Now let's talk scheduling here, guys. The schedule that we have over here at Distance Nerding so that we can have all of the fun, all of the time. Mondays, game streams from 8 to 12. If you have not been checking that out, guys, you need to check it out. I've been playing Street Fighter 6 story mode. It's been a crap ton of fun. I am so much further ahead than my counterparts over at Kyber Cave.
Oh.
And we're supposed to be doing a tournament. And my character, I just recently got Ryu as a master.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
So now I'm building the character I always wanted from the when I played Street Fighter back as a kid. And he's basically a mashup of Ken and Ryu. So he's got the dragon kick.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's got the dragon kick, he's got the dragon punch, and he has all the Hadokens, like the super Hadokens and all that stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the only thing that I would want to add to that is if I could somehow get because I haven't come across Akuma yet, but if I could get Akuma's special move, then that would like be the shit for me. It would be like the right. But I mean,
perfect.
yeah, I my character for like the longest time while I was building him was very dumb looking. He just looked like a dude that was like, running around town, like a really buff dude in a button up and a tie with a leather jacket on. Because the clothing options in that game like really sucked, right? And then I figured out how to because Graveyard was telling me, he's like, you can change the look of your clothes that you're wearing. So I figured it out, and basically now my character is just wearing like gi pants. Right, because kind of like Ryu, right? Like he's just wearing like the gi bottoms, and now he's barefoot and like covered in tattoos.
Nice.
Oh, so he's Iron Fist.
Right, he's covered in tattoos. And then I put the fighting gloves that Ryu wears on him. Right.
Okay.
Nice.
The only thing that I can't do that I would and then I put E Honda's demon makeup on him.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Right, so he actually looks really badass, right?
He doesn't have a mullet like your
No.
Cal, does he? Okay.
No, he doesn't have a mullet. He has actually like his hair is very similar to mine. He has a bigger beard than mine, right? But like the only thing is because you can't put like multiple cosmetic items on it. So wear the gloves if I can unlock them, because I think you can unlock it later on down the game. I'm gonna put the Onikage mask on because I have an Onikage mask, right? I think that would look way sicker with that, right?
You're ridiculous.
So like the bottom half right there, because I'm Ryu's student, right? So like he looks like somebody who Ryu taught, and I beat the shit out of everybody in that game. I also as soon as I had Ryu as my master, I went back to there's a cosmetic shop you can go to.
Yeah.
Right in the game, I went back to the cosmetic shop and I like reshaped his body so he looked more like buff ass Ryu. He's like stupid ripped. It's great. It's really good. So So that's what we're doing on Mondays right now, guys. 8 to 12 game streams. Tuesdays is the download, the show you're watching right now from 6:30.
Right now.
This one right
Woo,
now.
this one that we're on.
Exact right. Having all the fun. On Thursdays, the build from 6 to 8. Watch that on Twitch, YouTube. Hang out with me as I build Lego and Graveyard as we talk to anywhere from celebrities to indie filmmakers to indie comic book artists. Anybody who works in the creative space. We've got them on the show, and it's been a good ass time. And then
I didn't tell you, David Chung finally followed me on Instagram.
Oh, I love David Chung so much.
We had been talking like
Oh,
on his, because I was following him and we had been talking, and I guess he didn't realize that Gotham_Oracle was Frey Girl.
Oh,
And so he didn't know, and so he didn't realize it until I said, please tell me, because he was talking about Barbie, and I said, please tell me you accidentally left with something from that set. He laughed and then followed me immediately. He was like, oh yeah, that's Frey Girl, I know her.
yeah, because it's kind of like, like how cool is it to just be followed by a Ken?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, by a legitimate Ken, like not even like somebody claiming to be a Ken or a cosplayer.
No.
And that
He's got the receipts.
yeah.
Yep.
Not anything against any cosplayers that cosplay as Ken, but he is a legitimate Ken.
Right.
He's got the Ken seats.
Yes. Well, he has
Not
pictures.
the
that-
receipt.
He has
He's got
pictures
that
of him as
Kenrisma.
Ken. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has pictures of him as Ken. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, like, and I
Only
think
because he
I
was
saw
Simu
him
Liu's-
in the fight scene, and I knew it was him. I was looking for him.
Only because he's Simu Liu's stunt double, which kind of surprised me given that Simu Liu does stunt work. So I was like, they had him.
Yeah, but insurance. There's some stuff that they can't have him do. It's like,
Right.
yeah.
But then also, guys, aside from Lego and interviews, we do brackets, we do top tens, we do fun stuff on the build. So
You think this is funny? The build?
the
The
build,
build is chaos.
It's a
It is
lot.
absolute unfettered chaos.
the
it's a
amount
lot.
of beard jokes that happen on the build is just
Not just beard jokes. There are
No.
like appendage jokes.
oh god,
There are like
Superman,
kissing jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phil vicariously lives through Anna and her boyfriend kissing
God.
at times. I mean, there's a lot. It's a lot.
We made out last week. I was like, what the hell? They're actually making out. I make jokes about them making out all the time, and they legitimately made out on the show. I'm like, that's
Mhm.
I don't know. You're making it weird for the rest of us. It's not. Oh, I have more jokes that I want to say, but they're way more. They're way too inappropriate for this show. So, guys, watch the third show.
We're a hard-hitting news show here. I don't know what you're
Yes.
talking about.
Yeah,
we,
no, I don't.
we have our journalistic integrity at risk here. Okay.
Yeah. I
We
don't
are
make dirty jokes.
professionals.
I don't make dirty jokes. Which is funny. I told Rick Robertson, Deborah. I told Rick Robertson to. I was telling him, hey, you can come on the show and you can tell stories and you can be as R-rated as you want to. He goes, oh yeah, that sounds amazing. We're doing that.
He's like, where do I sign up?
Right.
Do I have to sign in blood?
Yeah, great. So before we get out of here, before we do our last little bit here, guys, give us your pluggables. Tell us everything. There is a certain show that I want you guys to plug again.
We will indeed plug it.
Because it's a great show. With that being said, Shadu, tell us everything about you, sir.
I was born in the year.
In
I
the
am-
year 1973.
Well, I mean, really, I haven't told you, but it's really 463 BC. But it's a different thing. My name's not actually, I have. It's actually Manius. It's a right. I am SHU Studios on YouTube and Instagram. That's pretty much it. I appear on Frey's channel pretty often. I guess I could plug our new show. We have a new show
Yeah.
on Frey's channel, which is just Frey Girl. It is called Classified, where we take your favorite pop culture characters and put them into their respective D&D classes. So if you're interested in that, go over watch it. First episode's up right now. We're doing Star Wars: The Bad Batch. So yeah, go watch it. It's really enjoyable. We get into a lot of chaos, so go watch it.
Awesome. Frey Girl, tell everybody all of your things that you do outside of distance nerding.
I'm just loving like the swoop in my hair tonight. It's just so
Yeah, good.
fantastic. It's very Barbie. It's like, feathered hair Barbie. All right.
Because you and Barbie are both the goat.
Jake the goat.
Do it again.
specifically.
Do it again. Do it one more time. All right. We definitely need James back next week because I think
Oh God, we do. Yeah.
we've hit our chaotic meter.
Yeah.
All right. So I am Frey. You can catch me on Frey Girl. Mostly it's Corgi Shorts. We do have our first episode of Classified up. I'm really proud of it. I think that it's a fun concept. So if you're a D&D fan, I think you'll like it. On this one, if you're a fan of the Clones and Bad Batch, you'll like it as well. But it's just fun to how we figure out how to classify one fandom into the D&D world. So definitely check that out.
She has very interesting takes on paladins. It's great.
I do, yeah. So
Very,
I was like,
very interesting.
I'm one of those that if you don't tell me the rules, I don't know how to not break them. That's basically who I am. So I've just been that way all my life. All right, but yeah, so I do that. I'm here on Tuesdays for the download. This is like part of my nirvana. I love talking about nerdy stuff. So this is, just manna from the heavens for me, guys. And then I also do the Discord for us, and then I'm on KCP Kyber Cave Productions. I do the Nerd Out on Saturdays. We are starting the Ahsoka game this week. It should be fun. We're not talking about scrolls at all. I never want to talk about a scroll again.
I would like to point out that I am also on KCP, the Nerd Out, and obviously on the download every week as well. So
Yes, Shadu is on the
I'm
download.
also here fairly often.
Yes, so he is a favored guest on the shows. But yeah, so we're doing that. We also, for the Classified, James and I were talking about it, but Shadu and I had been talking about it as well. We're going to do a supplementary thing for it. I can't remember what we decided to call it.
It is the Journals of the Classes.
Okay, yeah, the journals of, and then whatever class it is, but it's going to tell you a bit about each thing. So let's say you don't really know that much about a cleric. We got you covered. We're going to talk about clerics.
About a paladin. It's going to be the Journal of the Paladin. It's
yeah. So that way, if you're not big on D&D, I'm not. I haven't really played that much. So Shadu is much bigger. He's kind of the expert on there, and I just kind of go along for the ride and do my classifications.
I am indeed the D&D guru.
Yeah, so you can travel along with me, or if you know a lot about D&D and you kind of want to see how the other fandoms come out, that's how we do it. So
go on an epic noble quest with us as we cross the multiverse.
Exactly. So that's Classified in a nutshell, and then. So I mod for everything. Definitely let us know, come and talk to us. We are always I try as hard as I can to be in Discord as much as possible. Even if it's just a random Barbie meme or something, I'm going to put something in there. So definitely give us a shout out there.
Say in the Discord.
But yeah, that's me. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram. It's Gotham_Oracle on Instagram, and it's Gotham.Oracle on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Threads. You can find me pretty much everywhere. Hello.
Bueller.
Comics with Bueller.
Bueller.
Christy Swanson said that her cousin's best friend's sister's boyfriend saw Ferris pass out at 31 Flavors last night.
Oh, God. Before I jump into this, and I'm just throwing this out there, but I called that Hunter and Omega were both going to be Rangers. I was like, they have to be Rangers because both of them like fit that class perfectly. And then when you guys got to it and you guys said, "Oh yeah, no, they're both Rangers," like, called it, knew it.
Well, I mean, I had said that I thought that she would be druid like, but I was really focusing on the episode where Gunji was teaching her about like to speak to nature and stuff.
Don't mention Gunji again, because I'm gonna have to put him up. Okay.
Yeah, he'll show
Don't
up.
mention him.
I was gonna say you may need to send me the video that you guys use for that because I may end up start using that here just like random. It was funny because it freaked James out a couple times. He was just like, What the hell is that?" I was like, "It's Gunji, dude." So guys, have something you want to discuss. Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in our Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post. Now, if you don't already do it, this is your chance. You can head over to distancenerding.com. On the top left-hand corner, there's a button. Tap that button. You'll see a little thing inside of there that says, "Join the taco party." Ladies and gentlemen, taco party. That is the best way to support the show. If you want to help us out, you want us to continue doing different things on here and helps us go to live events and stuff like that, guys. It really does help out for those of you who do help us out with the taco party and you join the taco party. Every time you guys buy a taco, it helps us out, helps us get more prizes, helps us get more things for you guys out there. So,
and also don't forget, because Taco Tuesday, especially this month, you guys will have a little extra for the tacos because you can get a free taco.
there you go.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Only you could do like free tacos on our website, but it's like,
Right.
Donate
That
the
seems
free Dorito Locos.
Right.
sure, if that's how that works, it's like, yeah, get a
It's
Doritos
going to be,
and then ship it to us.
but that's what I'm saying. It's going to be
Through the thing.
Very stale.
Here's the
it's going to
tug.
be incredibly stale, very soft, greasy, and probably bad. But ship it to us.
That sounds very not delicious. All right, guys, you can connect with us at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, GeoCities, Friendster, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and handles at Distance Nerding. All right, guys. And if you want to shoot us an email, you can email us. Tell us how much you hate us. Tell us how much you love us. Tell us that you want to break up with your significant other, and we'll do it for you. We'll read everything
Live.
on air, live
stream.
on air. I will make sure that I don't do it randomly and anonymously, and I put your whole email on screen so that
Your whole email, your full name, your full address,
Yeah.
also your social security number.
exactly.
Hey, if you committed a crime back in the 70s or the 80s and you want to
Tell us.
confess to someone,
Yeah. You can confess
come
live on
on,
stream.
send us an email
Come
for
on.
it.
Yeah.
It's so
on.
big right now. People
Yep.
are getting caught like right and left. Don't get caught.
Or if you
Say
have
your
ideas,
piece on your terms.
Don't get caught lacking.
right. No, don't get caught wanting. Or if you have ideas for the show, you have something you want to see us do, send us an email. Let us know, hey, I think you should talk about this more. You guys should do this more. Things like that. We take suggestions. There is a suggestion.
more Barbie.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Please let us know that.
Actually,
Yeah.
there is
or more D&D. I would agree with that.
right. There's literally a suggestion box on our Twitch when I play when I do the game streams. I have still yet to have anybody say anything in that box.
Challenge accepted.
But there literally is a suggestion box on our Twitch stream when I do game streams.
Go
So
over there, suggest something.
exactly right. So guys, with all that, send us an email at dist. intensenerding@aol.com.
All right, so my answer is Alexander Hamilton. Oh. Sorry.
Oh, my answer was going to be the Count of Monte Cristo.
Who is?
Oh, yeah.
Monte Cristo. Guys, it's time for the
It's a
dance
sandwich.
party. Thanks,
That's who he is. He's a sandwich.
and keep nerding together. We love you all, guys. It is now time.
Bye, everyone. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Let's get this going. All right. Where are we starting this? What do I want? Corgi time!
Distance nerding.
I like tacos. What the fuck? Why am I keeping it on the screen for
Oh my god! You're entranced still.
Bye, everybody. Have a good
Bye,
night.
Roxy.
what the fuck?